And we welcome in you live now to the Macon Coliseum, as tonight on New Year's Eve, the Macon Mayhem will be hosting for the third time in 4 games the Pensacola Ice Flyers. I'm Graham Tuck here with you on Flow Hockey and the Mayhem Radio Network as it's blackout and the New Year's Eve party night here in the Macon Coliseum. I'm with Joe Kopshow, and Joe, these two teams have gotten very familiar with each other over the last week or so, even dating back to about a month ago, I should say. These two teams have played each other quite a few times over the last couple of matchups, and this is going to be a game that hopefully is a little bit like what we saw on Friday night, which was a very exciting game.
Yeah, these two teams very familiar with each other. The Mayhem right now have the advantage 2-1-1 in those 4 matchups. It should be exciting. Like you said, with that record, you can see overtime games, very tight games where these teams are evenly matched, and they sit right next to each other in the standings at 9th for the Mayhem and 10th for the Ice Flyers. So it should be an exhilarating one here as they match up yet again.
Yeah, and it's going to continue that way. 4 of the Mayhem's next 6 games are against Pensacola, and those are games that may as well make or break the season, because if you can really gain separation from Pensacola, you're looking pretty good coming down the stretch as the season approaches the postseason. But at the same time, if you split those games with Pensacola, you may find yourself in a similar position to where the Mayhem are right now, which is outside of the playoff picture.
Yeah, right now just on the borderline of that picture. So if you can get some important wins, you knock Pensacola even lower. That gives you a better chance, and of course you increase your point total, and you can start to try and amass that of what Evansville and Quad City are sitting at right now, which is just about 4 and 6 points higher. So a good opportunity for the Mayhem.
Yeah, and we'll talk about the keys to the game in just a moment, but first we'll recap the Mayhem's loss on Saturday. After that 3-2 shootout win against Pensacola on Friday night, they went to Birmingham on Saturday, and they started the scoring early. Jake Goldowski with the game-opening goal at 4:43 of the first period. The Mayhem have scored first in 8 of their road games so far this season. They have only played in 13 road games. They've scored first in 8 of those 13, compared to just 3 times in their 10 home games, I should say. But that being said, this is a trend that we've seen. The Mayhem have been able to get on the board early in the first period on the road. They did that on Saturday. Jake Goldowski's 7th of the year, but then quick answer from Drake Glover and Kyler Matthews got on the board as well for Birmingham before the period closed, and the Bulls led 2-1. Then in the second period, just a minute 27 into the second frame, Ben Higgins, a power play goal, made the lead 3-1 Birmingham. A few minutes later, Parker Allison was able to cut the lead in half and make it 3-2, but that would be the end of the scoring for the night, as the Mayhem were unable to ever draw back to even, and that was all she wrote. A 3-2 loss for the Mayhem in that one. And talked about it just briefly a moment ago, the Mayhem's ability to get on the board first on the road. You think the first period will be key to this one tonight, Joe?
Yeah, I think it'll be extremely important. And as you mentioned in that game, getting out early, then no less than 20 seconds later, a goal is scored in response. So it's not just about getting on the board early. It's about extending that lead, making sure you're in the driver's seat for the last 40 minutes. When they are, the Mayhem tend to be very successful, but when they aren't, they've struggled to come back in games this year. So you want to see them not get that first goal, but maybe not just second, get into a groove, not get complacent, and really get out there and fly for those first 20 minutes.
Yeah, and another thing that might play a big part in tonight's game is the special teams, Joe.
Yeah, the special teams this month for the Macon Mayhem have not been excellent, just converting at about 10% on the month on the power play. However, this is an Ice Flyers team that can allow those power play goals. So far away this year, 12 for 45. So they've allowed 12 goals on 45 power play attempts against them. That's good for about 75%. That's not a number you want to sit at as a defensive team. So the Mayhem will have their opportunities if they can get on the power play, and of course, they have to start converting them.
That they do. And one guy that has been a bright spot for the Mayhem as of late, as they've secured 5 of the last 8 possible points, is Hugo Koch.
Yeah, Koch has been excellent, a new addition to this team, coming on strong, not essentially as a goal scorer while he's added one. It's really been his ability on the wing to facilitate passes back towards the middle, get good open shots. Instead of taking those tight angle shots, has an excellent eye for the passing lane vision, getting players open, finding the tape on their stick, and letting them let it rip.
That'll do it for the pregame show here in Macon. We'll take a break, and when we come back, it's the starting lineup and scratches for the Ice Flyers and the Mayhem.
Wesleyan College is a proud sponsor of the Macon Mayhem. A leader in accelerating equality for women since 1836, Wesleyan College prides itself on providing young women with a platform to develop as students, professionals, and emerging leaders in the Middle Georgia community and beyond. Through the power of a liberal arts education, Wesleyan prepares its graduates to make a positive impact not only on the community around them, but around the globe. Join the pack. Apply now at www.wesleyancollege.edu/admission.
Hey Mayhem fans, ever wonder how you can experience a night at the Mayhem and go home rich? Well, wonder no more, because if you test your luck and win our 50-50 raffle, you'll go home with half of the pot. Make sure to visit the concourse today to cash in on this opportunity.
There's something big happening in the heart of Georgia. A unique college built for women by women. Wesleyan College, accelerating equality since 1836. More than a place of learning, it's a space for empowering future leaders. Women from across the globe come to experience what makes Wesleyan the best. With small classes and dedicated faculty, students receive world-class education. Find out why you belong at Wesleyan. Book your tour today.
Want to dress like a pro while repping the Mayhem? Buy tickets for our Jersey Off the Back raffle for tonight's game. You'll get to meet the player and get the game-worn jersey right off of his back to take home for yourself. This opportunity is a staple at Mayhem games, and you can enter to win for every single home game for the Mayhem this season. Just go to our Dash Auction site and make sure to stake your claim today. Are you passionate about making Central Georgia a better place? Do you love hockey and enjoy all-out mayhem? If you said yes to both of these questions, then our Nonprofit of the Night program could be for you. Call our front office to be our Nonprofit of the Night for a Mayhem home game this year, and let us showcase you and your nonprofit to valuable members of our community. Let's go Mayhem.
Well, hi, I'm Lucy, and I work for Visit Macon, and I'm also the Macon Mayhem's biggest fan. Before every game, I fuel up with a slice from Ingleside Village Pizza. Delicious. On the way to the game, I have to listen to my favorite hype music, so I stop by Fresh Produce Records. Little Richard, good golly! After the game, I've got to keep the rush going, so I stop by Sweet Eleanor's for a little sugar. And Macon offers so much more. So Mayhem fans, make sure to plan your ultimate fan experience.
If you're a big jersey collector like me, then you love getting your hands on specialty jerseys, especially for your favorite team. Well, the Mayhem are fueling fans like you with our season-long jersey raffle this year. Tickets start at $5, and if you win at the end of the season, you'll take home one of all 12 specialty jerseys that the Mayhem wear this year. Make sure to follow our social media and make it out to the Macon Coliseum to see these bad boys in action, and don't wait to get in on the action for our season-long jersey raffle. Want to dress like a pro while repping the Mayhem? Buy tickets for our Jersey Off the Back raffle for tonight's game. You'll get to meet the player and get the game-worn jersey right off of his back to take home for yourself. This opportunity is a staple at Mayhem games, and you can enter to win for every single home game for the Mayhem this season. Just go to our Dash Auction site and make sure to stake your claim today.
There's something big happening in the heart of Georgia. A unique college built for women by women. Wesleyan College, accelerating equality since 1836. More than a place of learning, it's a space for empowering future leaders. Women from across the globe come to experience what makes Wesleyan the best. With small classes and dedicated faculty, students receive world-class education. Find out why you belong at Wesleyan. Book your tour today.
Hey Mayhem fans, ever wonder how you can experience a night at the Mayhem and go home rich? Well, wonder no more, because if you test your luck and win our 50-50 raffle, you'll go home with half of the pot. Make sure to visit the concourse today to cash in on this opportunity. Are you passionate about making Central Georgia a better place? Do you love hockey and enjoy all-out mayhem? If you said yes to both of these questions, then our Nonprofit of the Night program could be for you. Call our front office to be our Nonprofit of the Night for a Mayhem home game this year, and let us showcase you and your nonprofit to valuable members of our community. Let's go Mayhem.
Well, hi, I'm Lucy, and I work for Visit Macon, and I'm also the Macon Mayhem's biggest fan. Before every game, I fuel up with a slice from Ingleside Village Pizza. Delicious. On the way to the game, I have to listen to my favorite hype music, so I stopped by Fresh Produce Records. Little Richard, good golly! After the game, I've got to keep the rush going, so I stopped by Sweet Eleanor's for a little sugar. Macon offers so much more. So Mayhem fans, make sure to plan your ultimate fan experience.
If you're a big jersey collector like me, then you love getting your hands on specialty jerseys, especially for your favorite team. Well, the Mayhem are fueling fans like you with our season-long jersey raffle this year. Tickets start at $5, and if you win at the end of the season, you'll take home one of all 12 specialty jerseys that the Mayhem wear this year. Make sure to follow our social media and make it out to the Macon Coliseum to see these bad boys in action, and don't wait to get in on the action for our season-long jersey raffle.
Are you thinking about starting a new career? The Georgia Department of Corrections is now hiring correctional heroes. Earn a competitive salary and advance your career through GDC. The agency is now hiring correctional officers, counselors, food service workers, and many more. Most positions require candidates to be 18 years of age or older, have a high school diploma or GED. Positions are now available across the state of Georgia. Apply now at gdcjobs.com to learn more. GDC. One team.
Welcome back to Macon Coliseum. We're ready to give you the starting lineups and the scratches for tonight's contest between the Ice Flyers and the Mayhem. We'll start with the scratches. For the Pensacola Ice Flyers, it's the same scratch players as last Friday's game between these two teams. It is Curtis Hansen and Preston Kugler who are the healthy extras. And for the Mayhem, number 13, Mateo Ybarra, a surprise scratch tonight, will not be in the lineup. Starters for Pensacola. In goal, again, it's going to be number 35, Cody Karpinski, who is making a second consecutive start against the Mayhem. Up front, it'll be Blake Tosto, Ivan Bondarenko, and Caden Cahill, with Jake Hamilton and Greg Sosinski, the former Mayhem, on defense. For the Mayhem up front, it'll be Connor Witherspoon, our player to watch, Hugo Koch, and Justin Kelly. On defense, the captain, Jarrett Cupp, and Nicholas Armatario, and Bailey Birkin in net tonight. Dyson Skinner, after being loaned to the Atlanta Gladiators following his shootout win on Saturday for the Mayhem, he did play with the Gladiators, on Friday was the shootout win. He played for the Gladiators on Sunday, so with Birkin having been more rested than Skinner, he gets the start tonight, although Dyson Skinner is available, which is important to note. We'll take one last break, and when we come back, it'll be the first period of action between the Mayhem and the Ice Flyers here on Flow Hockey and the Mayhem Radio Network. Want to dress like a pro while repping the Mayhem? Buy tickets for our Jersey Off the Back raffle for tonight's game. You'll get to meet the player and get the game-worn jersey right off of his back to take home for yourself. This opportunity is a staple at Mayhem games, and you can enter to win for every single home game for the Mayhem this season. Just go to our Dash Auction site and make sure to stake your claim today.
There's something big happening in the heart of Georgia. A unique college built for women by women. Wesleyan College, accelerating equality since 1836. More than a place of learning, It's a space for empowering future leaders. Women from across the globe come to experience what makes Wesleyan the best. With small classes and dedicated faculty, students receive world-class education. Find out why you belong at Wesleyan. Book your tour today.
Hey Mayhem fans, ever wonder how you can experience a night at the Mayhem and go home rich? Well, wonder no more, because if you test your luck and win our 50-50 raffle, you'll go home with half of the pot. Make sure to visit the concourse today to cash in on this opportunity. Are you passionate about making Central Georgia a better place? Do you love hockey and enjoy all-out mayhem? If you said yes to both of these questions, then our Nonprofit of the Night program could be for you. Call our front office to be our Nonprofit of the Night for a Mayhem home game this year, and let us showcase you and your nonprofit to valuable members of our community. Let's go Mayhem.
Well, hi, I'm Lucy, and I work for Visit Macon, and I'm also the Macon Mayhem's biggest fan. Before every game, I fuel up with a slice from Ingleside Village Pizza. Delicious. On the way to the game, I have to listen to my favorite hype music, so I stopped by Fresh Produce Records. Little Richard, good golly! After the game, I've got to keep the rush going, so I stopped by Sweet Eleanor's for a little sugar. And Macon offers so much more. So Mayhem fans, make sure to plan your ultimate fan experience.
If you're a big jersey collector like me, then you love getting your hands on specialty jerseys, especially for your favorite team. Well, the Mayhem are fueling fans like you with our season-long jersey raffle this year. Tickets start at $5, and if you win at the end of the season, you'll take home one of all 12 specialty jerseys that the Mayhem wear this year. Make sure to follow our social media and make it out to the Macon Coliseum to see these bad boys in action. And don't wait to get in on the action for our season-long jersey raffle.
Are you thinking about starting a new career? The Georgia Department of Corrections is now hiring correctional heroes. Earn a competitive salary and advance your career through GDC. The agency is now hiring correctional officers, counselors, food service workers, and many more. Most positions require candidates to be 18 years of age or older, have a high school diploma or GED. Positions are now available across the state of Georgia. Apply now at gdcjobs.com to learn more. GDC. One team.
Join the celebration as Minuteman Press Macon proudly celebrates 35 plus years of serving Middle Georgia with top quality print media. Minuteman Press Macon is a full-service printing, marketing, and design center. We design, print, and promote you. From business cards to building signage, we've got you covered. Promotional products? No problem. Let's keep printing and growing together. Go Macon.
Wesleyan College is a proud sponsor of the Macon Mayhem. A leader in accelerating equality for women since 1836, Wesleyan College prides itself on providing young women with a platform to develop as students, professionals, and emerging leaders in the Middle Georgia community and beyond. Through the power of a liberal arts education, Wesleyan prepares its graduates to make a positive impact not only on the community around them, but around the globe. Join the pack. Apply now at www.wesleyancollege.edu/admission.
Hey Mayhem fans, ever wonder how you can experience a night at the Mayhem and go home rich? Well, wonder no more, because if you test your luck and win our 50-50 raffle, you'll go home with half of the pot. Make sure to visit the concourse today to cash in on this opportunity.
There's something big happening in the heart of Georgia. A unique college built for women by women. Wesleyan College, accelerating equality since 1836. More than a place of learning, it's a space for empowering future leaders. Women from across the globe come to experience what makes Wesleyan the best. With small classes and dedicated faculty, students receive world-class education. Find out why you belong at Wesleyan. Book your tour today.
Want to dress like a pro while repping the Mayhem? Buy tickets for our Jersey Off the Back raffle for tonight's game. You'll get to meet the player and get the game-worn jersey right off of his back to take home for yourself. This opportunity is a staple at Mayhem games, and you can enter to win for every single home game for the Mayhem this season. Just go to our Dash Auction site and make sure to stake your claim today. Are you passionate about making Central Georgia a better place? Do you love hockey and enjoy all-out mayhem? If you said yes to both of these questions, then our Nonprofit of the Night program could be for you. Call our front office to be our Nonprofit of the Night for a Mayhem home game this year, and let us showcase you and your nonprofit to valuable members of our community. Let's go Mayhem.
Well, hi, I'm Lucy, and I work for Visit Macon, and I'm also the Macon Mayhem's biggest fan. Before every game, I fuel up with a slice from Ingleside Village Pizza. Delicious. On the way to the game, I have to listen to my favorite hype music, so I stop by Fresh Produce Records. Little Richard, good golly! After the game, I've got to keep the rush going, so I stop by Sweet Eleanor's for a little sugar. And Macon offers so much more. So Mayhem fans, make sure to plan your ultimate fan experience.
If you're a big jersey collector like me, then you love getting your hands on specialty jerseys, especially for your favorite team. Well, the Mayhem are fueling fans like you with our season-long jersey raffle this year. Tickets start at $5, and if you win at the end of the season, you'll take home one of all 12 specialty jerseys that the Mayhem wear this year. Make sure to follow our social media and make it out to the Macon Coliseum to see these bad boys in action, and don't wait to get in on the action for our season-long jersey raffle. We welcome you back now to Macon Coliseum. We're just about ready for puck drop here in Macon. I'm Graham Tuck with Joe Kopshow tonight. And this is, as we've already mentioned, Joe, going to be a really important game for both of these teams. Pensacola is just 3 points back of Macon in the standings, whereas Macon is just 4 points back of the final playoff spot. And as mentioned, I mean, it's still early, but you don't want to fall too far behind before you can get yourself in a hole that you can't dig yourself out of. You got to win these games at this point in the season.
Yeah, every game as you get deeper into the season becomes more important, and this one is no exception. This starts to write the script for the back half of the season. How will you perform? It all starts here today, and of course, those points, every point in the standing matters. Each team will be battling for 3.
The goaltenders for tonight, if you missed it, for the Mayhem, it is Bailey Birkin, and for the Ice Flyers, it is Cody Karpinski, who performed very well for the Ice Flyers on Friday night against the Mayhem, and what was his return to the SPHL after a 3-year absence. In his last appearance in the SPHL, excuse me, a 1-year absence, but he had played with the Mayhem 3 years ago, and against his former team, he put up very good numbers in the shootout loss. In fact, Karpinski is 16th all-time in the Mayhem's franchise history in terms of saves made with 352. Bailey Birkin, on the other hand, 358. He just passed Karpinski in the loss to Birmingham on Saturday. Witherspoon gets set to take the draw against Blake Tosto. And as always, we'll wait just a minute for our goal judge box to get set up behind the visitors' net off to the right side. Mayhem on New Year's Eve wearing their blackout uniforms. Pretty slick alternate, if I do say so myself. We got ourselves a good uniform matchup here tonight, Joe.
Yeah, kind of some inverses of each other with the white on baby blue and the black on baby blue. So a good look from both of these teams. Gotta say, love the helmets of the Pensacola Ice Flyers.
Oh yeah,
well.
they just pop with that white jersey so much. We're ready to go here in Macon. And we're underway for period number 1. Armentario with a tight turn after the faceoff win by Witherspoon, and quickly Witherspoon into the zone. Puck was loose in his skates for a moment. He's going to end up with the puck on his stick against the boards. Kelly steps in to take it away. Armentario lost it, and he ties up a man, lucky to not be called for tripping there. And the cross-crease pass finds its way to Tosto, but not on the tape. That shot through traffic, saved by Birkin. Rebound cleared by Cup. Kelly gave a little slash for Sosinski. The former teammates not too happy with one another there as the puck leaves the zone. Wilson, who scored the first goal of the game on Friday night and the overtime winner on Thursday night. He's got it now into the zone. Wilson tried to take a shot. It was blocked by Favreau, who has a hit for Wilson. Pass to the slot. Oh, a nice move by Elkstrom. He's in, and a good save from Birkin. Early test on Bailey Birkin. Favreau able to clear the zone. Arm is up, and it will be iced by the Mayhem here. We mentioned it in the pregame, but if you missed it, Mateo Ybarra, the healthy extra tonight. Not sure if he tweaked something in the morning skate or something of the sort, but he is not in the lineup tonight for the first time this season, not counting the game that he was suspended for.
Yeah, staple in this lineup, 22 games played, of course, 23 on the season. So interesting to see him out. Hopefully he'll be okay, and the rest of the Mayhem, they know they have to pick up some slack that they normally don't have to.
Curtis Abbott and Brad Genion still nursing injuries, as well as Josh Boyko. He's been out for an extended period of time, but Abbott and Genion should be back soon. Genion was on the ice today, as that one is blocked away in front by Jarrett Cup. Goldowski makes a move with it, takes it to the wall. Cup and Goldowski run into one another along the boards. Faulkner's got a hit along the boards, and that's a penalty coming up against Pensacola. Grimshaw draws the call. Favreau skates up with it. Extra attacker out for the Mayhem. Big hit onto Favreau, and now another hit. Pensacola establishing physicality early. And Faulkner's got a little extra hit for Grimshaw there. He and Grimshaw were going at it, and now Faulkner's got something for our officials. Faulkner, of course, a former Mayhem player. It's going to be roughing against Faulkner, and the Mayhem will go to an early power play.
Not sure if Faulkner gesturing at the official. I think he's more so saying what happened to him. It looked like he got a good chunk of the arm up in his body. That's why he responded with that blow to the back of the head. And as you usually see in hockey, the retaliation more normally called than what started it. That will create a power play for the Mayhem and an easy call for the refs on that retaliation.
He was animated. He definitely had something to say to Grimshaw. And now the Mayhem power play will get to work. We talked about it in the pregame. This is a massive matchup and a part of this game, as the Mayhem power play has not been good as of late, to put it kindly. 10% in the month of December, but the Ice Flyer penalty kill has struggled on the road as well.
Yeah, something has to give, and if you're a Macon Mayhem fan, you certainly hope it's the defense of the Ice Flyers and that the Mayhem can find one and get one through.
A new look unit on the power play for the Mayhem. Witherspoon, Kelly, Favreau, Ishizuka, and the newest addition to the lineup, Chris Hunt, has it now. He's making his return to the SPHL after 3 years. He was in New Zealand last season playing ice hockey in the NZIHL, and now he finds himself back on the Mayhem. He played in Macon during the 21-22 season, and he hasn't been in the SPHL since.
Yes, the 6-foot center, someone that the Mayhem are really looking forward to, and you can already see the trust developing as he was on that power play first line.
Another face-off win by the penalty-killing Ice Flyers. Romaterio trying to work on Bondarenko. Their sticks tie up. Romaterio having an active stick early in this one. New Mayhem unit out onto the ice now, quickly with speed into the zone, and a poke check by Karpinski on the attempt from Koch. Grimshaw and Winslow get tangled up with each other. Romaterio with a nice little pirouette to walk down the half wall. His shot kicked away by Karpinski. Romaterio behind the net. He reverses with the puck, and this is slapped out of the zone well there by Sosinski. Birkin out of his net to play it. One shot on the power play so far. It's halfway gone. A drop pass for Romaterio, but the stretch pass for Ishizuka off the mark. Now Goldowski in with Ishizuka and Winslow. Winslow behind the net to get it. He overskates it, leaves it for Goldowski. Up to the point for Favreau. He had a goal in the last home game. Winslow, his shot into Karpinski's equipment. Rebound! They score! Jake Goldowski opens the scoring for the second game in a row, and the Mayhem power play breaks through. It's 1-0.
Right place, right time. Excellent job by Goldowski to follow that up. Wide angle shot right out in front of the net, lots of space, instead shooting right into the chest, knowing, hey, I can get a rebound here. Goldowski sees it well, follows it up, out of position was Karpinski, and no chance to get that one. Excellently placed.
Yeah, he's going to want that rebound back if I had to guess. That was one that you'd like to corral, and it ends up biting him. Goldowski with a perfect shot off the rebound, and the Mayhem lead. And that's both of our talking points from the pregame show coming to fruition early in the first period. You got to get on the board early and often in the first period, and you got to come through on special teams, and the Mayhem do both right there.
Yeah, excellent job to know your keys to the game. We can always point them out, and usually if we're good enough, the coaches see the same.
As there's a glove save by Birkin, and he'll hold on. Charging the crease after the play, Tyler Ho. And things will calm down in the Mayhem crease. Time of the goal, 3:07.
And like you said, for Karpinski, used to this area, used to this arena, he'll want that one back. That first shot just came right in at the chest. Thought we would see the Macon Mayhem skater try and pick out a corner, instead right in the body, and just a rebound that Goldowski did an excellent job to follow up and put the Mayhem on the board.
Ice Flyers possession in their attacking end, now down 1. Danny Martin, he dropped the gloves with Hugo Koch last time these two teams saw each other. There's a good feed out in front for the Ice Flyers, but nobody home. Jake Raleigh intercepts, and now Tao Ishizuka gets on his horse up into the zone. Ishizuka drop pass off the mark for Cup. He runs into Raleigh and now has to race into the back check, but Favreau catches up to the loose puck. Ice Flyers into the zone here. Cahill had it. Now along the half wall. Down low, Favreau gets it back. Cup sends it behind his net. Favreau over to get it. We've seen this a lot with the Mayhem this season. They are not afraid, the coaching staff that is, to mix up their units mid-game. They are not afraid to change up their defensive pairings, their forward lines, and we've already seen it here in the first period, although it may have been just a partial change, but especially on the power play, we've seen pretty much every defenseman being able to play with any other defenseman on the team.
Yeah, of course, Cup is going to be that centerpiece, but it seems like any of these lines can move around each other. It's really a mission with these coaches of seeing, hey, who's got the extra juice today, who's got the speed in their skates, and start to lean on them and build the best defensive pairings you can for the rest of the game.
Something of intrigue to me has been that pretty much all the time this season there has been at least one of the two Mayhem power play units that has two defensemen on it. Now, with there being a shorter than NHL normal roster in terms of players that you're allowed to dress in each game, some of that makes a little bit of sense because you don't have as many forwards, so you may want to keep them rested and not put 8 of your forwards on the power play. But that power play goal that we just saw from Jake Goldowski was assisted by 2 defensemen, Romaterio getting the primary assist and Nick Favreau the secondary.
And it was just a great job of cycling out of position where the Pensacola Ice Flyers, and that's when you need those defenders to step up, when you know you have to make these tight passes, stick to stick, tape to tape. Excellent job to find the open man, and it started with that first shot, again, kind of right into the breadbasket of Karpinski. He lets it go and allows the goal.
We'll take a quick break. Mayhem up 1-0 on Flow Hockey and the Mayhem Radio Network.
Minuteman Press Macon is a full-service printing, marketing, and design center. We design, print, and promote you. From business cards to building signage, we've got you covered. Promotional products? No problem. Let's keep printing and growing together. Go Mayhem.
We're back here in Macon. Goldowski set to take the face-off. And back into their own half of the ice, the Mayhem with it. I stand corrected. I had that point about the defensemen on the power play. There were 2 defensemen on the power play unit originally, but Armatario went off the power play. Winslow came on in his place, and he is the one who gets the primary assist there, not Armatario. So it is Goldowski from Winslow and Favreau to give the Mayhem the 1-0 lead. Pass up the ice off the mark for Elgstum, and that is an easy icing call and an unfortunate one for the Ice Flyers. The Mayhem will get an ozone draw, and they'll elect to send some fresh bodies onto the ice.
Yeah, and right now Pensacola struggling with consistent pressure. Their real best opportunities were within 30 seconds or a minute at the start of the game. They had a screener out in front, got a good shot away, and then of course we saw a pass right in the crease, unable to be tipped in. Since then, it's been all Mayhem. Pensacola icing it there, giving the Mayhem a chance for an offensive zone draw win.
For Dan Winslow, that was his 12th assist of the season. He is on a blazing scoring pace compared to last season. In 48 games for the Mayhem last year, there's a one-timer that gets batted in, and they score! Witherspoon with the goal, and it's a quick 2-0 lead for Macon.
And this was the discussion. You can score the first. Can you score the second? The emphatic answer, yes. A great job battling out in front. Again, Karpinski makes kind of a mistake letting that one right at his feet, right down to the blockers. The Mayhem, yet again, they don't miss it. Go up 2-0. A great finish from Witherspoon.
A beautiful goal for Connor Witherspoon. That's his second that he scored like that this season, both against Pensacola. His first goal of his SPHL career came in that fashion. And the crowd getting into it here on a good New Year's Eve night. Quickly, 2-on-1 though, Martin in, and he shoots it high.
Scored by number 5, Connor Witherspoon.
Romaterio with it in the defensive end. Interception, and in save Birkin, and Allison's got a little shove for, that is Herrera, who was just signed to a standard contract after the completion of his professional tryout. He had a good intercept there and created a scoring chance out of nothing. But Birkin was able to stand up to the task, and it's only been, 6 minutes into this first period, but I've liked the way that Bailey Birkin has started this game.
Yeah, that one a great save. That one goes right up into the mask, and the hardest part about that is finding the rebound. When you catch it right in the iron of your face mask, you get a little discombobulated. Good job for him to look down, find the puck, and cover.
Mayhem have some pep in their step here as Grimshaw sends it deep for Hunt. Grimshaw taken down there on the puck. No call against Pensacola. And this is dumped out of the zone as Jarrett Cupp races back to get it.
Yeah, and I think the whistle here is going to be a little tight. We've seen a lot of perhaps tripping, kneeing, and there another one that could go either way, but these refs letting the players play so far.
The official call on the goal has a chance, and they score! Goldowski's got another! It is 3-0 Mayhem!
Raining goals in Macon. Goldowski forces the turnover. A bad pass. Never want to pass in front of your crease as a defenseman. Goldowski picks it off. A little dangle, holds onto the puck until Karpinski makes his move and just tucks it behind his back leg.
That's going to chase Karpinski as Brody Cloyes is getting on his mask. He's going to come in here. I believe that's 3 goals on 6 shots for Macon here. And not the start that Cody Karpinski had on Friday.
Yeah, that one not really Karpinski's fault. He's left standing on his head there. His defenseman not helping him out. The first 2, though, hard to take. Those were opportunities he'd want back, and with the third, the hat trick now for the Mayhem, there's really no other option in the first 7 minutes than to switch it up.
Well, I was just getting ready to say that the assists on the Witherspoon goal were from Kelly and Paralot, and that interrupted the goal. They're scoring in bunches. Then Chris Hunt gets the secondary assist there, so he is back on the score sheet in his return to the SPHL. Grimshaw the primary assist, but most importantly, Goldowski has his second of the game. That's his first multi-goal game since returning from the ECHL. And the Mayhem are into the zone again. Witherspoon tried to pick a sharp angle, and when you're scoring like the Mayhem have tonight, I guess you just throw anything on the net.
especially now coming in cold Clays. You want to start to test him out here early. He's been sitting on the bench. See if you can sneak one past him.
So Brody Cloys is another guy, and you know what's funny? You said Clays. He tells everyone that his name is Brody Clays, but he says that it's pronounced technically Cloys. He told me that because he was part of the Mayhem's season opening roster, and he even told me, I was with him and Dan Winslow, and Winslow told me that the first time that he met Brody, he told him his last name was pronounced Clays, just to go back on it later because it's just easier to tell people Clays because that's how it's spelled.
Of course, the last time I was here was at the very start of the season on that roster, and every time I see the AE, I'm going with Clays.
I mean, I can't blame you.
This was a discussion we had, and it can't stick in my mind.
Cloys is in after the goal at 6:48 by Goldowski, and for Brody Cloys, he is a guy that spent a good bit of time with the Mayhem as well. Started the season with them as we mentioned, but also some time last season for the Mayhem. Never had the best record with the Mayhem, but he did have some pretty good numbers as a turnover by Grimshaw. Bondarenko found Tosto. It was knocked off his stick, and now Ishizuka couldn't catch up to the puck. Pilat is back to get it.
And with Cloys, the discussion was with Boyko now nursing an injury was, can he usurp Boyko, and really his 6'4" normal goaltending style is what we were looking forward to now on the Ice Flyers.
Goldowski had it taken away from him. He's on first period hat trick watch, and we're only halfway into the first. Goldowski dumped down in the corner there. 3 bodies in there for the Ice Flyers, 2 for the Mayhem. A little bit less aggressive on the boards with a 3-0 lead as Bartuccio Pereira sends it out of the zone. Taken away here by Grimshaw, head up, he skates into the zone. Grimshaw, a quick shot, and the rebound pops off the end boards. Grimshaw takes a spill. Hunt throws a check, and it's sent to the blue line. Now the Ice Flyers the other way. Houston Wilson, he's got Wiesner. Wilson shot well high. Wiesner ran into Birkin, who finds his way back to the post. Wilson, after getting his own rebound, turns it over. Romaterio with the puck. He's going to chip it ahead, waits for reinforcements, sends it to the skates of Hunt, and his pass was deflected. He was looking to the back door. And now another takeaway. Kelly's got it here. Puck juggled by Sosinski. Wilson turned it over again to Kelly, and he's going to wait with it. Wilson's played 2 games against the Mayhem this season. He's scored in both of them. Stretch pass up is deflected by Winslow into the zone. I was talking about Winslow just before Witherspoon scored his goal, as Allison takes a shot that gets blocked in front of Cloys. Winslow last season, in 48 games for the Mayhem, he had a goal and 19 assists for 20 points. This season, in almost half the games, actually exactly half the games, in 24 games, he now has 3 goals and 12 assists for 15 points. He's only 5 points shy of his total from last season, with half the season left to go.
Yeah, and such an important player as that center position, able to do excellent on the face-off draws as well. So a player that the Mayhem have been excited about, and especially to see him develop in such a way so quickly.
Winslow has at least 1 point now in 11 of the last 15 games for the Mayhem. He's been a big part of this team. Mayhem up 3-0, 8:58 left to go, period number 1.
Happening in the heart of Georgia. A unique college built for women by women. Wesleyan College, accelerating equality since 1836. More than a place of learning, it's a space for empowering future leaders. Women from across the globe come to experience what makes Wesleyan the best. With small classes and dedicated faculty, students receive world-class education. Find out why you belong at Wesleyan. Book your tour today.
Want to dress like a pro while repping the Mayhem? Buy tickets for our Jersey Off the Back raffle for tonight's game. You'll get to meet the player and get the game-worn jersey right off of his back to take home for yourself. This opportunity is a staple at Mayhem games, and you can enter to win for every single home game for the Mayhem this season. Just go to our Dash Auction site and make sure to stake your claim today. We're back here in the first period. Mayhem up 3-0 over the Ice Flyers as Goldowski, who wins the faceoff, is already on hat trick watch with 2 goals. Connor Witherspoon has the other here. I'm Graham Tuck with Joe Kopshow. Shots on goal now 7-4 Macon, but a 3-0 lead where it matters.
Yeah, and again, just keeping pedal to the metal there. Quick face-off win and a quick shot. In my opinion, when you're this early in the game with this big of a lead, you don't want to sit back. You have 49 minutes to play still. Keep doing what you do and try and add to the total and play the brand of hockey you like.
If I had to take a guess as to which player in the building, or which person in the building even, is most excited about having this 3-0 lead, I'd take a guess it's probably Bailey Birkin. As this shot goes wide of him, the rebound right into him, and he makes a couple quick saves right there on the doorstep. An early whistle saves Birkin there, but this is the first time this season that Birkin has been playing with this big of a lead to work with in the first period.
Yeah, he's sitting right around that 90 save percentage, but 3-7-2 on the season. It's been a hard go. Of course, one of your keys to the game was the Mayhem's magic number is 2. When they can score more than 2, they've got a good chance to win, and when they can keep their opponent under 2, it's seemingly always that number, and already out to 3 goals. It's a good look for the Mayhem, especially with Birkin back there.
Yep, this season the Mayhem are 8-0. When the opponent scores 2 goals or less, they have not won a game when allowing 3 goals or more so far. That is just a crazy stat at this point in the season, almost 25 games in. This is game number 24 to close out 2024. As Cup will send it around the half wall looking for Kelly. He couldn't get it out cleanly, so Bondarenko throws a hit. Now Parker Allison's got it. Allison is a guy that was really quiet to start the season, but he has really come into his own. He's got 2 goals and 3 assists, but 3 of those points coming in the last 5 games for the Mayhem. He has really stepped it up in the O-zone.
Yeah, he does a great job of playing that blue line on the O-zone, keeping pucks in, and taking his opportunity when he can really unleash one from the point.
Behind the net, Favreau with a great touch pass to find Jake Raleigh, but his clearance attempt is intercepted by Bartuccio Pereira, and Materio sits down Wiesner. The shot from Wilson is blocked, and Raleigh gets it back. He's going to send it cross ice to open space. Sosinski with an intercept, but it allows the Mayhem to complete a change, and Raleigh on the forecheck takes the puck away. He was forced off the puck, now sends it to the slot. That was a great play by Jake Raleigh, but he just couldn't connect with Chris Hunt, and now Raleigh and Winslow will go off for a change.
Yeah, just overskating that one was Hunt. He was crashing in, expecting it, but just came out with a little too much power.
Sosinski into the zone. Mayhem won it offside. Sosinski trying to move in on Birkin, and a stop. A relatively easy one at that with the pad by Bailey.
Yeah, great job of just making sure skate is right on that post. No room to tuck it in behind you. Good job of holding that leg strong. And the only thing, while these saves have been easy, it's taking a toll on the body. Every time Pensacola is really crashing in on Birkin, making it hard for him in this last 45 minutes or so, we'll say, that stamina is going to be drained.
Yeah, you want a hard-working goal at this point. You got to do everything you can to make something happen. Big hit by Hunt onto Hamilton there at the penalty boxes. Cup has it now. He's trying to force it out of the zone. Cup with a good stick, though, does eventually get it out on second attempt. And Sosinski was holding Hunt right there at the Mayhem bench, right in front of Dyson Skinner. And that forced the Ice Flyers offside as they had dumped the puck back in. This is not iced. No, Cloyes thought that it was going to be icing. He moved out to play the puck, opted not to. Witherspoon with it. He's going to walk to the circles. Fans on his first shot. Witherspoon still with it. Someone lost their stick. It was an Ice Flyer who eventually gets it back. That was Sosinski. Now Bondarenko is in, but offside as Cahill was ahead of the play.
Yeah, Cahill not expecting as much stick movement on the other side as trying to deke around the defender where the Ice Flyers, so just lets him drift offside.
So with tonight being the final night of 2024, both for the Mayhem and the world in general, this was we've got some trivia about 2024 on the video board, and one of them was who led the Mayhem in scoring in 2024, and the answer was Jake Goldowski. He scored 30 points for the Mayhem from January 1st to December 31st, and he's got 2 more tonight. So that is kind of a summary of how the year went for the Mayhem. Jake Goldowski was on top all year long, and he's been on top tonight.
Yeah, he started, of course, the year well last season and has done so in his now 18 games in this season. His 9 total goals now lead the Macon Mayhem.
He was tied with Zach Tyson coming into the game at 7 goals for the team lead, and now he's created some separation there. Of course, Tyson away from the team will not be catching up anytime soon. There's a shot tipped in front. Birkin made the stop. That was a good chance for the Ice Flyers, and a good stop from Birkin. Koch lost the puck. Kelly gets it back, and a hit onto Witherspoon from Elgstom behind the play. Witherspoon's going to go off for a change, but crowd didn't like that.
Yeah, physicality picking up, and of course, New Year's Eve, we all expect the ball to drop, but at this point, I think gloves will drop at some point. These teams playing each other very physical.
Well, they did on Friday, and we'll see what the night holds here. Perlot's going to maneuver all the way through across center. Perlot with a nifty move in on the backhand and a save rebound, and Ishizuka swatted it wide. That was a good look as Schnapp is onto the ice for the first time. Romaterio's shot was deflected in front by Winslow, and Ishizuka couldn't get it to Schnapp at the point. Winslow trying to work it around the wall. Romaterio. Schnapp creates a takeaway, but it's turned right back over by the Mayhem, and up the ice skates Bartuccio Pereira. He had it easily taken away from him by Allison. Romaterio with it in his skates, and Allison gets it back. Schnapp on the near side. He's going to find his man into the zone. Pass gloved down by Allison. Ishizuka might have been better off keeping that puck. Goldowski in on the forecheck now. 4:04 left to go, period number 1. Ice Flyers moving right to left across your screen in their road whites. There's a turnover by the Mayhem, but Hamilton had it taken away from him by Goldowski, the Mayhem alternate captain. Now Jarrett Cupp, the captain, trips over about nothing in the neutral zone, and Sosinski with a takeaway from him.
Yeah, just a blown tire for Cupp, falling onto the ice. A good opportunity, but just trying to skate too hard, catch up with the puck, and lost all control.
Cahill skated it across the blue line for the Ice Flyers and flipped it in towards Birkin, never on goal. Goldowski trying to work it out of the zone. He's working with Hunt to make something happen. Backhand pass by Goldowski from the Mayhem bench, intended for Grimshaw, now flipped into the zone by the Ice Flyers off the intercept. Romaterio behind the net. He's working on Bondarenko in the far corner now. Goldowski steps in to help him take it away. Wiesner is there as well, but Wilson slaps it to the near corner from the far. Faulkner sends it behind the net, or at least tried to. Now Wilson in the slot. He's going to send one on to Birkin. He makes the stop. Bondarenko making life difficult for Birkin in front of the net. And now Faulkner, who committed the penalty that resulted in the Mayhem's opening goal, makes a play there, and a quick save with the stick on the shot from Wiesner in the slot. Perlot's got a hit for Wiesner on the near boards. He's going to take the puck away from Wilson, but Wilson gets it right back. Far point, tap pass down, and that shot through the crease. Faking the slap shot there is Faulkner. He's going to walk it down to the near corner. Perlot shoves him to the glass. Wiesner on the far half wall, able to find Bartuccio Pereira, who leaves it for Wilson. Wilson backhands it to Faulkner. He loads up his shot and he scores. Tim Faulkner gets the Ice Flyers on the board, and that will cut the lead to 2 with 2:12 left to go in the first.
I mean, it almost looked like a power play for the Ice Flyers. Evenly matched, but just better positioning. Receiving right at the blue line was Faulkner, able to walk down, no traffic, and he just picks out his spot. He wouldn't miss that again. After he had a good opportunity earlier in that possession, he converts on the second one and brings this one to 3-1.
We'll take a quick break here on Flow Hockey and the Mayhem Radio Network. It's now 3-1. Actually, no, we're not going to take a break. The off-ice officials preemptively blew the media timeout, and I thought the rule was you can't have a media timeout after a goal, and that is in fact the case. The officials ushering off the eager t-shirt tossers, and we'll have our face-off at neutral ice.
I was already cheering to try and get one up here.
Well, you got to wait till intermission. They've got the cannon that could actually get it up here.
And Patrick Mahomes isn't down there to throw one up?
Oh, there's a chance out in front as Kelly tipped a Favreau shot, but it just went wide. Cloyes had no idea where that puck was going to end up. That was Faulkner's second goal of the season. Houston Wilson and Sam Dabrowski the assists. 17:48 is the time on the clock of that goal. And this is iced by the Ice Flyers. And now we'll take our immediate timeout. And we'll be right back after this on Flow Hockey and the Mayhem Radio Network.
Thinking about starting a new career? The Georgia Department of Corrections is now hiring correctional heroes. Earn a competitive salary and advance your career through GDC. The agency is now hiring correctional officers, counselors, food service workers, and many more. Most positions require candidates to be 18 years of age or older, have a high school diploma or GED. Positions are now available across the state of Georgia. Apply now at gdcjobs.com to learn more. GDC.
One team.
Join the celebration as Minuteman Press Macon proudly celebrates 35 plus years of serving Middle Georgia with top quality print media. Minuteman Press Macon is a full-service printing, marketing, and design center. We design, print, and promote you. From business cards to building signage, we've got you covered. Promotional products? No problem. Let's keep printing and growing together. Go Mayhem.
Face-off coming to the glove side of Brody Cloyes. Dan Winslow steps in for the draw. Raleigh and Ishizuka on his wings. The Ice Flyers able to win the face-off, but Cup with an intercept at the red line sends it back into the zone. Hamilton's got it here for the Ice Flyers. Herrera centers a puck to the center ice face-off circle for Tyler Ho, who's back into the lineup after a brief absence, went on IR. And Cup with an interception in the slot. He's going to float a puck up into the air to open ice, and Winslow slaps it into the zone well. You got to think for the Mayhem here, they're probably pretty content heading to the locker room with a 3-1 lead.
Yeah, they'll want to keep the pressure on, but with just 60 seconds left, no need to overexert yourself for this shift. Get off the ice with a 2-goal advantage.
The Mayhem have only led at the end of the first period at home twice this season. Entering tonight, they're 1-1 in those games. Armentario dumped right in front of the Ice Flyer bench as he got into the zone, and we're under 45 seconds to play in the period as the Ice Flyers struggling to get out of their own zone. Button has it in the defensive end. Now on the near side, Faulkner, the goal scorer for the Ice Flyers, dropped it to Button and now into the zone. Bondarenko on the near side across the blue line. Centers a pass, and Cahill was in the slot. He was the intended target of that pass, but it went wide, and now the puck's out of the zone. Cahill wraps it around Grimshaw, and Bartuccio Pereira skates it in. 15 seconds left. Birkin out of his crease to play it behind the net. Allison on the backhand, can't clear the zone. One-timer from Sasinski. Save made, rebound, they score! Cahill with the goal. And there goes that 2-goal lead, Joe. It is 3-2.
Yeah, almost a buzzer beater here. That shot coming in from the point. I don't think Birkin ever saw it until it hit him in his face mask. That allows the juicy rebound right out in front. And just as we saw earlier with the Mayhem converting on some rebounds right open, right in the middle of the crease, Pensacola Ice Flyers are able to do so as well, and all of a sudden feels like we'll have a brand new game essentially going in to the second 20 minutes.
Caden Cahill the goal. 7.1 left on the clock, and the Ice Flyers are trying to get on the board here. That was the Wiesner who took the draw, and he was eagerly trying to get in the zone and tie this game up before the end of the period. The Mayhem do head to the break with a lead, but it's not the one that they were hoping for. It's 3-2 after 20 minutes of play, thanks to goals from Caden Cahill and Tim Faulkner. We'll take a break here on Flow Hockey and the Mayhem Radio Network, recap the scoring. There was a lot of it in that first period, and take a look around the SPHL when we get back.
College is a proud sponsor of the Macon Mayhem. A leader in accelerating equality for women since 1836, Wesleyan College prides itself on providing young women with a platform to develop as students, professionals, and emerging leaders in the Middle Georgia community and beyond. Through the power of a liberal arts education, Wesleyan prepares its graduates to make a positive impact not only on the community around them, but around the globe. Join the pack. Apply now at www.wesleyancollege.edu/admission.
Hey Mayhem fans, ever wonder how you can experience a night at the Mayhem and go home rich? Well, wonder no more, because if you test your luck and win our 50-50 raffle, you'll go home with half of the pot. Make sure to visit the concourse today to cash in on this opportunity.
There's something big happening in the heart of Georgia. A unique college built for women by women. Wesleyan College, accelerating equality since 1836. More than a place of learning, it's a space for empowering future leaders. Women from across the globe come to experience what makes Wesleyan the best. With small classes and dedicated faculty, students receive world-class education. Find out why you belong at Wesleyan. Book your tour today.
Want to dress like a pro while repping the Mayhem? Buy tickets for our Jersey Off the Back raffle for tonight's game. You'll get to meet the player and get the game-worn jersey right off of his back to take home for yourself. This opportunity is a staple at Mayhem games, and you can enter to win for every single home game for the Mayhem this season. Just go to our Dash auction site and make sure to stake your claim today. Are you passionate about making Central Georgia a better place? Do you love hockey and enjoy all-out mayhem? If you said yes to both of these questions, then our Nonprofit of the Night program could be for you. Call our front office to be our Nonprofit of the Night for a Mayhem home game this year, and let us showcase you and your nonprofit to valuable members of our community. Let's go Mayhem.
Well, hi, I'm Lucy, and I work for Visit Macon, and I'm also the Macon Mayhem's biggest fan. Before every game, I fuel up with a slice from Ingleside Village Pizza. Delicious. On the way to the game, I have to listen to my favorite hype music, so I stopped by Fresh Produce Records. Little Richard, good golly! After the game, I've got to keep the rush going, so I stopped by Sweet Eleanor's for a little sugar. Macon offers so much more. So Mayhem fans, make sure to plan your ultimate fan experience.
If you're a big jersey collector like me, then you love getting your hands on specialty jerseys, especially for your favorite team. Well, the Mayhem are fueling fans like you with our season-long jersey raffle this year. Tickets start at $5, and if you win at the end of the season, you'll take home one of all 12 specialty jerseys that the Mayhem wear this year. Make sure to follow our social media and make it out to the Macon Coliseum to see these bad boys in action. And don't wait to get in on the action for our season-long jersey raffle. Want to dress like a pro while repping the Mayhem? Buy tickets for our Jersey Off the Back raffle for tonight's game. You'll get to meet the player and get the game-worn jersey right off of his back to take home for yourself. This opportunity is a staple at Mayhem games, and you can enter to win for every single home game for the Mayhem this season. Just go to our Dash auction site and make sure to stake your claim today.
There's something big happening in the heart of Georgia. A unique college built for women by women. Wesleyan College, accelerating equality since 1836. More than a place of learning, it's a space for empowering future leaders. Women from across the globe come to experience what makes Wesleyan the best. With small classes and dedicated faculty, students receive world-class education. Find out why you belong at Wesleyan. Book your tour today.
We are back here In the first intermission at the Macon Coliseum, Graham Tuck here with Joe Kopshow, a 3-2 lead for the Mayhem after 20 minutes of play. But it opened with a 3-0 lead for the Macon Mayhem, and we'll recap the scoring for you. It started with a power play, not even 2 minutes into the game, as Tim Faulkner went to the box, 2 minutes for roughing. And with 3:07 left, Jake Goldowski opened the scoring for the second game in a row, mind you, with his 8th of the year, assisted by Dan Winslow and Nicholas Favreau. On the 31st of December, that's only the 4th power play goal this season for the Mayhem, but they continued the scoring at even strength. At 5:49 of the first period, Connor Witherspoon with a baseball-style goal, his 5th of the year, assisted by Justin Kelly and Dustin Paralot. And then at 6:48 of the first period, Goldowski scored again, his 2nd of the game, assisted by Trent Grimshaw and Chris Hunt to give the Mayhem a 3-0 lead and chase Cody Karpinski. And in came Brody Cloyes. He stopped every shot he saw the rest of the way, and it helped the Ice Flyers gain some momentum, as at the 17:48 mark, Tim Faulkner scored to get the Ice Flyers on the board and make it 3-1. Then with 7 seconds left in the period, Caden Cahill scored on a rebound, rocketed it past Bailey Birkin, and that's where we stand after 1 period of play. Joe, that period was as chaotic as it gets. 5 goals in 20 minutes of play, 3 of them belonging to the home team, but the key is the Mayhem, 1, scored on the power play, and 2 are up after the end of the first period.
Yeah, it was a good look from the Mayhem overall. Of course, that last 5 or so minutes you'll want to forget, you'll want to build on, but the period in its entirety was a good one for the Mayhem, especially from Goldowski, of course, now chasing a hat trick for the rest of the game. Their key to the next period, it's going to be flipping that momentum back. Don't let the Ice Flyers start to build and keep chipping into the lead. Of course, their next goal would tie it if you're unable to extend it. So don't let them continue to build their momentum and instead break it and get back in that scoring column.
The Mayhem are 5-1 this season when leading at the end of the first. And when leading at any point, the number's above 500 for the Mayhem as well. And we'll take another break, and when we come back, we'll take a look around the SPHL. All 10 teams in action tonight, and we'll tell you what's happening when we come back. Want to dress like a pro while repping the Mayhem? Buy tickets for our Jersey Off the Back raffle for tonight's game. You'll get to meet the player and get the game-worn jersey right off of his back to take home for yourself. This opportunity is a staple at Mayhem games, and you can enter to win for every single home game for the Mayhem this season. Just go to our Dash Auction site and make sure to stake your claim today.
There's something big happening in the heart of Georgia. A unique college built for women by women. Wesleyan College, accelerating equality since 1836. More than a place of learning, it's a space for empowering future leaders. Women from across the globe come to experience what makes Wesleyan the best. With small classes and dedicated faculty, students receive world-class education. Find out why you belong at Wesleyan. Book your tour today.
Hey Mayhem fans, ever wonder how you can experience a night at the Mayhem and go home rich? Well, wonder no more, because if you test your luck and win our 50-50 raffle, you'll go home with half of the pot. Make sure to visit the concourse today to cash in on this opportunity. Are you passionate about making Central Georgia a better place? Do you love hockey and enjoy all-out mayhem? If you said yes to both of these questions, then our Nonprofit of the Night program could be for you. Call our front office to be our Nonprofit of the Night for a Mayhem home game this year, and let us showcase you and your nonprofit to valuable members of our community. Let's go Mayhem.
Well, hi, I'm Lucy, and I work for Visit Macon, and I'm also the Macon Mayhem's biggest fan. Before every game, I fuel up with a slice from Ingleside Village Pizza. Delicious. On the way to the game, I have to listen to my favorite hype music, so I stop by Fresh Produce Records. Little Richard, good golly! After the game, I've got to keep the rush going, so I stop by Sweet Eleanor's for a little sugar. And Macon offers so much more. So Mayhem fans, make sure to plan your ultimate fan experience.
you're a big jersey collector like me, then you love getting your hands on specialty jerseys, especially for your favorite team. Well, the Mayhem are fueling fans like you with our season-long jersey raffle this year. Tickets start at $5, and if you win at the end of the season, you'll take home one of all 12 specialty jerseys that the Mayhem wear this year. Make sure to follow our social media and make it out to the Macon Coliseum to see these bad boys in action. And don't wait to get in on the action for our season-long jersey raffle.
Are you thinking about starting a new career? The Georgia Department of Corrections is now hiring correctional heroes. Earn a competitive salary and advance your career through GDC. The agency is now hiring correctional officers, counselors, food service workers, and many more. Most positions require candidates to be 18 years of age or older, have a high school diploma or GED. Positions are now available across the state of Georgia. Apply now at gdcjobs.com to learn more. GDC.
One team. Join the celebration as Minuteman Press Macon proudly celebrates 35 plus years of serving Middle Georgia with top quality print media. Minuteman Press Macon is a full-service printing, marketing, and design center. We design, print, and promote you. From business cards to building signage, we've got you covered. Promotional products? No problem. Let's keep printing and growing together. Go Mayhem.
We are back here in the Macon Coliseum. Time for our look around the SPHL here on a Tuesday night on New Year's Eve. 3 games in action as of right now. And the first one, obviously, Pensacola and Macon. It's 3-2 Mayhem after 1 period. Coming to a close of the first period in Knoxville, the Ice Bears are up 2-0 on the Birmingham Bulls, who defeated the Mayhem on Saturday, but they have been having a rough go of it as late. They were one of the top teams at the beginning of the year, and now Birmingham has dropped all the way into 6th place in the SPHL standings. Still a points percentage above 500, though, so they're doing all right for themselves. Only other game in action right now is Fayetteville at Roanoke. Second period just began there, and the Rail Yard Dogs, who are streaking and red hot right now with a 675 points percentage, which is third in the SPHL. They are up 2-1 on the Marksmen through about 21 minutes of play. Now, I did say that all 10 teams are in action tonight, and that is true. In about half an hour, we'll have the puck drop of Quad City at Peoria, the 2 rivals taking the ice against each other. And then in about an hour's time, the Havoc will be at the Ford Center to take on the Evansville Thunderbolts. That's it for our look around the SPHL, and we'll be back in just a couple of minutes with the second period between the Ice Flyers and the Mayhem.
Wesleyan College is a proud sponsor of the Macon Mayhem. A leader in accelerating equality for women since 1836, Wesleyan College prides itself on providing young women with a platform to develop as students, professionals, and emerging leaders in the Middle Georgia community and beyond. Through the power of a liberal arts education, Wesleyan prepares its graduates to make a positive impact not only on the community around them, but around the globe. Join the pack. Apply now at www.wesleyancollege.edu/admission.
Hey Mayhem fans, ever wonder how you can experience a night at the Mayhem and go home rich? Well, wonder no more, because if you test your luck and win our 50-50 raffle, you'll go home with half of the pot. Make sure to visit the concourse today to cash in on this opportunity.
There's something big happening in the heart of Georgia. A unique college built for women by women. Wesleyan College, accelerating equality since 1836. More than a place of learning, it's a space for empowering future leaders. Women from across the globe come to experience what makes Wesleyan the best. With small classes and dedicated faculty, students receive world-class education. Find out why you belong at Wesleyan. Book your tour today.
Want to dress like a pro while repping the Mayhem? Buy tickets for our Jersey Off the Back raffle for tonight's game. You'll get to meet the player and get the game-worn jersey right off of his back to take home for yourself. This opportunity is a staple at Mayhem games, and you can enter to win for every single home game for the Mayhem this season. Just go to our Dash Auction site and make sure to stake your claim today. Are you passionate about making Central Georgia a better place? Do you love hockey and enjoy all-out mayhem? If you said yes to both of these questions, then our Nonprofit of the Night program could be for you. Call our front office to be our Nonprofit of the Night for a Mayhem home game this year, and let us showcase you and your nonprofit to valuable members of our community. Let's go Mayhem.
Well, hi, I'm Lucy, and I work for Visit Macon, and I'm also the Macon Mayhem's biggest fan. Before every game, I fuel up with a slice from Ingleside Village Pizza. Delicious. On the way to the game, I have to listen to my favorite hype music, so I stop by Fresh Produce Records. Little Richard, good golly! After the game, I've got to keep the rush going, so I stop by Sweet Eleanor's for a little sugar. And Macon offers so much more. So Mayhem fans, make sure to plan your ultimate fan experience.
If you're a big jersey collector like me, then you love getting your hands on specialty jerseys, especially for your favorite team. Well, the Mayhem are fueling fans like you with our season-long jersey raffle this year. Tickets start at $5, and if you win at the end of the season, you'll take home one of all 12 specialty jerseys that the Mayhem wear this year. Make sure to follow our social media and make it out to the Macon Coliseum to see these bad boys in action, and don't wait to get in on the action for our season-long jersey raffle. Want to dress like a pro while repping the Mayhem? Buy tickets for our Jersey Off the Back raffle for tonight's game. You'll get to meet the player and get the game-worn jersey right off of his back to take home for yourself. This opportunity is a staple at Mayhem games, and you can enter to win for every single home game for the Mayhem this season. Just go to our Dash Auction site and make sure to stake your claim today.
There's something big happening in the heart of Georgia. A unique college built for women by women. Wesleyan College, accelerating equality since 1836. More than a place of learning, it's a space for empowering future leaders. Women from across the globe come to experience what makes Wesleyan the best. With small classes and dedicated faculty, students receive world-class education. Find out why you belong at Wesleyan. Book your tour today.
Hey Mayhem fans, ever wonder how you can experience a night at the Mayhem and go home rich? Well, wonder no more, because if you test your luck and win our 50-50 raffle, you'll go home with half of the pot. Make sure to visit the concourse today to cash in on this opportunity. We're back here in Macon, Georgia, where the Mayhem hold a 3-2 lead over the visiting Pensacola Ice Flyers. The goals in that first period, 2 of them to Jake Goldowski and 1 to Connor Witherspoon for the Mayhem. And for the Ice Flyers, opened with Tim Faulkner. Caden Cahill with 7 seconds left cut the lead to 1. Brody Cloyes is in net now for the Ice Flyers. He stopped every shot he saw after coming in relief of Cody Karpinski. Both Ice Flyers goaltenders on their roster spent time with the Mayhem and are playing against their former team. Bailey Birkin in the crease for the Mayhem is the guy that the Mayhem decided to keep over Brody Cloyes, so maybe a little bit of a revenge game for Brody playing against Bailey. And we're underway for the second period of play, as this is not icing. Cloyes wanted it to be. Flipped around and intercepted at the blue line by Ishizuka. He could not keep the zone. And now Hamilton has it in the defensive end for the Ice Flyers, trying a tap pass out of the zone. Bondarenko in neutral ice will feed it to Sosinski. Big body defenseman, former Mayhem defenseman, skates it into the zone, turned it over, but Winslow turned it right back. Sent to the slot, Bondarenko moving in, and it's off the outside of the net, and Birkin hops on the rebound. What a great setup there, and Bondarenko could not find the back of the net. This game was almost tied.
Yeah, Bondarenko got Birkin to commit full scorpion as Birkin just trying to cover as much of the net as he can, and Bondarenko just misses. He'll want that one back. Tight angle, but have to convert there if you're the Ice Flyers.
Well, this game, a good one for the score sheet for the guys on the ice. Maybe not the goaltenders so much, but for the skaters. 14 different players with a point in this game so far. The only guy with a multi-point game is Jake Goldowski, who's got 2 of the Mayhem goals. Paralot skates to the red line, touched into the zone by Justin Kelly. He keeps the blue line. Kelly to Witherspoon, taps it back to Allison. In the zone now, the Mayhem. Koch, he was quiet in that first period, but he's got 4 assists in the last 3 games for the Mayhem. He's the only Mayhem player who had at least 1 point in all 3 of the games from the stretch of the 26th through the 28th. And he had 4 in that span. This is not icing, touched into the zone. Looked to me to be on the wrong side of the red line, but normally the lines person's pretty generous there. Elgstrom brings it in, his shot into Birkin, rebound is there, and a good stick tie up from Grimshaw prevents the rebound chance. Bartuccio Pereira, his shot, they score! The Ice Flyers have come all the way back, and it's 3-3.
Out in front, looks like the tip in. We'll see who leads the line.
It looks like Elgstrom.
As he was just positioned, that shot, not a good one from the point, but it finds the stick, and I mean, Elgstrom just uses it like a ramp, getting it over the shoulder of Birkin, and this one's all tied up. A new game, essentially, with 38 minutes remaining.
That is not something that Coach Pshenichny is going to be happy about. Working with a 3-0 lead, and it is vanished. And you're not even 2 minutes into the second period. The last 5 minutes or so of game time for the Mayhem have been a nightmare. Similar to the first 5 minutes of game time for the Ice Flyers.
Yeah, it just seems like a totally different team from what we saw coming out of this one at the very start of the game for the Macon Mayhem. It just seems like all the drive and fast skating physicality has gone out the window.
Elgstrom from Bartuccio Pereira, and Wiesner is the goal. And now the next goal becomes an incredibly important one. Favreau takes his man to the wall. Witherspoon tied up with Herrera. Ho gets it back to the blue line. That shot blocked by Schnapp, and he'll race after it out of the zone all the way into the Mayhem's attacking end. Schnapp is a guy that I think is going to see a lot of ice time as this second period goes along, as there's a hit thrown in the corner. Schnapp is a guy that can spark a game and turn it on its corner quickly. The Mayhem ramping up the physicality here. Allison skates it in. His shot blocked by a diving Bartuccio Pereira. And now Winslow at center ice gets it out of the zone. Into the attacking end. Now Paralot intercepts at center ice. Off the skate of Winslow. He'll walk around Hamilton. Winslow's shot was blocked in front. He gets his own rebound on the backhand. Sent to the slot. Winslow racing to keep the puck, but it goes all the way to the red line.
And this is the kind of response you want to see from the Mayhem. No point on the board yet, but an excellent job skating, lots of physicality, and now they'll have to go back to their own zone and try and defend, something that they've struggled with, like you said, in the last 7 or so minutes of game time.
3 unanswered goals by the Mayhem to open it, 3 unanswered goals by the Ice Flyers to answer. And we have a brand new game, as you've mentioned, a tie game here in the second period. Bondarenko to the point, loose puck in front. Bondarenko gets it back. Skates all the way in the high slot. Ishizuka working on him. Bondarenko, a good job to keep that puck in the zone. Ishizuka was giving him everything. Paralot tied up Bondarenko. Winslow steps in to take the puck away. This is not out of the zone, though. Mayhem still unable to clear. Allison trying to get the puck out of the zone. Little hook pass to Ishizuka. He is taken right back into the corner by Hamilton. Now Paralot will have it. He likes to skate with the puck. He's going to do that here. Paralot through center. And that allows his teammates to change. Paralot with a shot, blocked there by Sosinski. Witherspoon with a good stick check. Kelly lost it to Tosto. Loose puck taken here by Cup. He sends a shot wide of Cloyes. Witherspoon looking cross ice. The aerial pass unable to be taken in by Raleigh. And Raleigh will throw a stick check onto Sosinski. Nearly intercepted by Hunt, but now Hamilton will try to get it out of the zone. And after a bit of puck settling, Cahill does just that. Elgstom walking in, and he is taken down. Lucky no penalty there for the Mayhem. As Button shot, Birkin never saw it thanks to a couple of bodies in front, but it went wide. Wilson sends a puck to open ice in the near side of the attacking end. Elgstom forced to reverse course, working around Raleigh. Elgstom, he centers it, and it's still loose. Mayhem trying to skate away with it, and they eventually do. Chris Hunt with the puck. He's going to send it in. No icing. Wilson with a touch pass to Wiesner. He's into the zone, drops it for Wilson. His shot blocked there. And now the Mayhem potentially with numbers the other way. Koch up the near boards. Pass was tucked through the legs of Favreau, and now the Mayhem touch up. Cloyes out of his net to play the puck. We've got a shootout here in Macon. 3-all with just over 5 minutes off the clock in this second period. Favreau's got it off the wall, touched by Koch. Ahead for Goldowski. He's got Ishizuka on the far side. He tried to pass it to him too early. But Koch with his skate keeps it in the zone. Ishizuka off of Cloyes, and he makes the save. Goldowski couldn't get to the rebound. Looked like to me that Ishizuka was shooting for that rebound for Goldowski to have a chance at the hat trick. And now Ho touches it back. Paralot breaking up the play. Martin had it for a moment. Herrera working around Goldowski. Dodges stick check from Ishizuka. That one is blocked by Favreau. Ho takes a hit from Paralot. Ishizuka gets it to Paralot, now off the stick of Koch. The 21-year-old Swede working for the puck in the neutral zone. Ho couldn't get it through to the slot. He was looking for a charging Bondarenko, and now Goldowski trying to work it out of the zone. Ho shoved off the puck by Favreau, and now a 2-on-1 for the Mayhem if they hurry. Koch in with Grimshaw. Koch to Grimshaw. His shot, save, rebound, and Koch couldn't get it past Cloyes. Now potentially a breakaway for Bartuccio Pereira, and this puck's coming all the way back to the defensive zone on a long offside pass, I should say. And that was a frenetic play that will take us to a break. Still tied at 3 in the second period here. This year. Tickets start at $5, and if you win at the end of the season, you'll take home one of all 12 specialty jerseys that the Mayhem wear this year. Make sure to follow our social media and make it out to the Macon Coliseum to see these bad boys in action, and don't wait to get in on the action for our season-long jersey wrap.
Are you thinking about starting a new career? The Georgia Department of Corrections is now hiring correctional heroes. Earn a competitive salary and advance your career through GDC. The agency is now hiring correctional officers, counselors, food service workers, and many more. Most positions require candidates to be 18 years of age or older, have a high school diploma or GED. Positions are now available across the state of Georgia. Apply now at gdcjobs.com to learn more. GDC. One team.
Welcome back. It's the question in the back of every Macon Mayhem's fans' mind. Can this team win a game when the opponent scores more than 2 goals? That's the question on players' minds as well. And the answer is you have to dispel that thought. You can't let that eat you up. If you're a Macon Mayhem player on the ice, you need to forget about that. You just need to keep the pedal to the metal, keep your offense going, and don't let them even get to Birkin. Stay in the offensive zone and control time.
Ice Flyers into the zone. Tosto takes it on the forehand, trying to wrap it to the front, taken away by Grimshaw. Good play. Nearly had his second assist of the game, Grimshaw, just now. But Hugo Koch couldn't bat the rebound past Cloyes. Winslow taken down by Hamilton. He may have just slipped. He's lost his stick, though.
He doesn't look okay.
Winslow does not look good.
That's one where you lose your footing and your legs just go right into the boards. And usually, if your skate gets caught up into the boards, it can be a bad leg injury or at least a stinger.
He's going to try to work himself back up here, but he definitely was slow to get up, to the point that it required a whistle Mentioned earlier how much of a improved scoring pace Winslow has been on. He had 20 points last year in 48 games. He's already got 15 through 24 games now. Winslow is skating on his own power back to the Mayhem bench, and that is the important sign there. But to further what you were just talking about, Joe, the number of 2 goals, it's been a point of contention. The Mayhem have yet to win a game this season when they allow more than 2. But that being said, they really haven't been in many shootout games. It's not like that they've been in games like this that have been tied at 3 or 4 and they haven't been able to pull it out. They've either won close and low-scoring games or won some blowouts as well, or they've been blown out in their losses, or they've lost close, low-scoring games. There really haven't been any shootouts like this. This is the first time they've been in that situation this season. So this is a new type of game that the Mayhem find themselves in, and I think the mentality just has to be treat it like it's 0-0.
Yeah, I mean, in the SPHL, 3rd lowest goals against, but also 2nd lowest goals for. So they keep it low scoring, they keep it close. It'll be an interesting decision here to see what the Mayhem do as they go deep into this game. Do they play it like it's 0-0, or do they say, hey, let's really embrace that this is a shootout, let's go all offense?
Just saw Brad Ginion walk all the way down from where the scratches were sitting, and he's now giving a talk to Dan Winslow. Those two conversing over at the bench. Looks like Winslow's handing something to Ginion now. That is interesting. And normally you don't see the guys walk all the way down to the bench. Ice Flyers in the attacking end here. Pilat to the blue line. Cross ice pass broken up by Witherspoon, but Martin settled the loose puck and shot it high and wide. Pilat trying to work by Ishizuka. Tao gets the puck and flips it out. Ishizuka came into the game leading the Mayhem in points this season, despite having what is tied for 2nd worst in the league in plus minus at -11. Only coming into the game, only Hamilton of the Ice Flyers had a worse plus minus at -12. It just goes to show how much of, we may get too many men on the ice here actually. But I was just going to say, it just goes to show how much of Ishizuka's production has come on the power play. He has been very strong on the man advantage, and we are going to get a too many men call against the Ice Flyers here. So the Mayhem going to another power play, and Ishizuka will have a chance to work on that power play.
Yeah, with the long change there, it just looks like the Ice Flyers got a bit confused as that puck quickly came back the other way. Had too many players on the ice for just a bit too long. They get the call. And if we're speculating what Winslow handed off, I think it was a skate.
Yeah, skate blade it looked like maybe.
Yeah, blade, and that would likely be the answer because of, like we said, how he crashed in the boards. Maybe a skate, the blade, excuse me, got a little bent or chipped.
Well, the Mayhem are 1 for 1 on the power play tonight, 4 for 31 in the month of December now, and all of that won't matter if they can go to 2 for 2 on the night.
2 minutes for 2 minutes on the ice.
Grimshaw with a puck. He deflected that off of his skate. Now Schnapp's getting tangled up in front of the net. Cloyes made the save on the loose puck. I don't think that would have counted if it was behind Cloyes off of Grimshaw's skate. But that was a puck that went on goal from what seemed like a nothing play.
Yeah, I'd have to agree. Grimshaw just skating in, trying to stop the breakout as he goes down to a knee. It looks like he ended up kicking it on the way by, and like you said, wouldn't have counted, but it's better than the breakout. Of course, it looked like the Ice Flyers were going to be able to clear. Now a offensive zone draw for the Mayhem.
Goldowski can't win it, though. And Koch cannot keep the blue line on the clearance attempt by Faulkner. Romaterio back to get it in the defensive end. He skates up through center ice. Grimshaw's got it now on his forehand across the blue line. Drops it off for Schnapp. He left it to the blue line, but Romaterio was not there. He has it back in the defensive end now. Hugo Koch directs himself up ice. Overskated the puck, though, and what was potentially a breakaway for Bondarenko ends up going all the way to Birkin. Koch in his defensive end drops it for Romaterio now. Grimshaw with the puck. Skates back into his own end with 1 minute left in the power play. Centering pass intercepted by Cahill. Shorthanded breakaway and a save from Birkin. Cahill maybe made things a little bit too simple there. He is one of the top scorers on this Ice Flyers team, and we know that he's gotten his bag of tricks, but didn't pull anything out there.
Yeah, just tried to beat Birkin glove side, and great save.
Hunt leaves it for Kelly behind the net. Now a tie-up, Ishizuka. He was trying to feed Favreau, intercepted briefly by Cahill. Ishizuka does find Favreau now. Looking for a seam pass, broken up, loose in the slot. Still shot on goal from the slot, and Cloyes makes the stop. "21 seconds left in the Mayhem power play. They haven't gotten to do much with it.
Yeah, that was really their best opportunity, and it came from chaos while it was controlled by the Mayhem, unable to really get a good shot away, just pounding away and eventually covered by Cloyes.
That's going to take us to a timeout. We will be right back after this. 21 seconds left on the Mayhem power play when we return.
Are you thinking about starting a new career? The Georgia Department of Corrections is now hiring correctional heroes. Earn a competitive salary and advance your career through GDC. The agency is now hiring correctional officers, counselors, food service workers, and many more. Most positions require candidates to be 18 years of age or older, have a high school diploma or GED. Positions are now available across the state of Georgia. Apply now at gdcjobs.com to learn more. GDC.
One team.
Join the celebration as Minuteman Press Macon proudly celebrates 35 plus years of serving Middle Georgia with top quality print media. Minuteman Press Macon is a full-service printing, marketing, and design center. We design, print, and promote you. From business cards to building signage, we've got you covered. Promotional products? No problem. Let's keep printing and growing together.
Welcome back, and Winslow looks like he's well equipped again as he gets his skate blade back. So the Mayhem on the bench not having those extra blades available, he gets his either touched up or a new one from the locker room, and we'll see if he touches the ice here late in this power play.
Brad Ginion playing the part of equipment manager from the Mayhem scratch room. As that one's tipped, it goes wide of Cloyes. That was the best look of the power play, as the clear from the Ice Flyers will kill the rest of it. But one last gasp on the Mayhem power play proved fruitful. The chance was there, the tip in front, just not on net. Favreau, oh, what a move, Favreau! Save Cloyes, rebound available, still swatted at, and Bondarenko takes it out. What a move that was from Nick Favreau. And Witherspoon with a takeaway. He's going to send it to the slot for Ishizuka, and it's just off of his tape. Allison fighting to keep the puck in the zone. Eventually it's worked back to neutral ice, and Bondarenko will take it into his grasp and return it to his defensive end.
Good opportunity for the Mayhem there, especially on the backside. Ishizuka had control of the puck, tried to go up top through the legs, couldn't complete it. A good opportunity, of course, on the original dangle, and then fighting for the puck in the crease.
There's another nice move from Paralot, but his centering pass was broken up. He's getting tangled with Herrera. Got to be careful with the stick. In on the hands there. Tosto, his centering pass broken up by Paralot. Good shift from him. Button drops it off for Herrera. His shot sticked away by Birkin. Dabrowski, another stick save from Birkin. This one into the netting, out of play with 8:09 left in period number 2.
And the Ice Flyers responding as soon as the Mayhem seem to get a little momentum. It comes right back the other way. Out shooting the Mayhem right now 17-12. So while we're all tied up in goals, Pensacola a bit more opportunities. Mayhem need to look on getting continued offensive zone time and trying to build those shots up.
The Ice Flyers have the only goal of the period. It belonged to Doug Elgstum to tie the game at 3. Martin working on Goldowski in the corner. Behind the net, Elgstum's going to catch up to the puck. Cup defending him on the wall. Romaterio takes Ho to the corner. Elgstum still with the puck. Sends it to the blue line. Slap shot Faulkner wide of the net. Rebound available. Birkin was interfered with. Never a second shot on goal though. Koch with speed through neutral ice. Koch still with the puck in his grasp. Koch centers the puck for Goldowski. It was broken up though. Koch gets it back along the near wall. Fighting off 3 Ice Flyers for the puck. Goldowski tried to center it for Kelly, but it's through his legs, and Elgstum will find Tyler Ho across the red line, and now sending it off the glass is Faulkner. Stretch pass up to center ice for Ishizuka. He's going to reverse back, wait for his line change to be completed. Ishizuka past Bondarenko on the backhand, gets it deep. stopped by Cloys, and he will be forced to melt this one down with Ishizuka charging in on him. A little bit of a snow shower for Brody with 7 minutes even left in the second period.
Yeah, that's why you had the bit of a huddle up after, skating hard, but Ishizuka doing it so that they can get the offensive zone draw, as Cloys would have had time to dump it off without the hard skating.
And that play starts with Ishizuka as well at center ice. He dumps it in on the backhand, and the bouncing puck, difficult for Cloys to control.
Yeah, smart play throughout, as well as settling the puck down, allowing for the long line change. Getting Winslow back on the ice, the first shift we've seen since he went off.
Yep, he wins the faceoff too. Grimshaw pokes it to Allison. Allison able to free the puck to the slot, but it's sticked away from Grimshaw. Loose puck sent to the blue line. Allison keeps the zone, and this one's off the outside of the net. Cloys will cover this one up with the blocker, and another faceoff coming up.
Yeah, not the usual way to cover that one up, just sticking out the stick and covering it up for the whistle, and I guess it works either way, as he's been excellent so far since coming in, although only facing 6 shots. Of course, originally Karpinski allowed 3 goals on 6 shots. Since then, the shot total only totaling 12 for the Mayhem.
Goldowski steps in to take the faceoff. He wins it to the wall. He couldn't get it all the way to the blue line for Romaterio, but Paralot with a stick break up at the red line. Koch got his stick up in the arms, and this is offside. Officials have been letting him play tonight. The only 2 calls have been against the Ice Flyers. One an obvious rough against Faulkner, and the other one too many men on the ice that you can't miss. But they have let a lot of what I would call a hook or a slash or a trip. They've let a lot of that go tonight.
Yeah, mentioned in the first period, there were a lot of them where players crashing down, looked like a lot of hookings right around the waist, haven't been called, and at least it's going both ways. That's like how you like to see it with referees not blowing the whistle. At least it goes both ways.
Bartuccio Pereira trying to get it out of the zone. Winslow slaps it towards Cloys. Sent around the wall. Romaterio can't keep the zone, but Winslow does. Settled by Grimshaw. He looks for options. Grimshaw along the half wall fires it down to Paralot, who had vacated. Sent in front, and Winslow had a stick break on him as he had a tap-in chance. First the skate blade, now the twig.
Yeah, it looked like skating hard back was Wilson, and their sticks just got colliding together, and stick on stick causes Winslow to break.
Along the boards, Ishizuka.
I think he broke it into 3 pieces as well, not something you usually see.
Well, what that tells me is that there might have been a little bit of slash as well, that it broke it in the other piece farther up the joint. The blade broke off of the stick, which you would think, oh, Ishizuka, a chance on the backhand. He forked it wide. That was a great setup from Witherspoon. As this is going to be on net, so no icing. And a penalty coming here. They're going to get Kelly. We'll see what it's for. It was behind the play. I didn't see it live. But the Mayhem are going to go to the box here.
Yeah, I was watching the puck to see what the call would be on the icing, whether it would collide with the post of the net or not. Still not sure we've seen a signal.
5:24 left in the period, and now everybody grabbing a partner at the red line. It is Kelly in the box. No minutes up on the clock yet. 2 minutes for tripping against Justin Kelly.
And it must have been egregious to be behind the play when, as we just mentioned, the whistle hasn't been blown too often. You wouldn't think anything other than a clear tripping call would be made, but as said, not really part of the play at all, not part of the action.
It was right after the chance from Ishizuka as the Pensacola power play gets underway. And it looks like it was maybe a foot-on-foot collision that they called a trip, as there's a good play by Paralot, but doesn't clear the zone. Letter of the law, it was a trip against Kelly. A good call by the officials, and it puts the Mayhem shorthanded. Bumper pass and a save from Birkin. Great setup. Elkstrom looking for his second of the period. He fires it up top to Bondarenko. Caden Cahill, he's got a goal tonight. Now Bondarenko up at the top of the key. Bartuccio Pereira, slap pass. It was deflected, but not on net. Winslow after a good breakup. Oh, Winslow takes a hit way up high. He's holding his face, and somebody's going to have to answer the bell for that one. That was on the play, but Winslow took one way up high there.
Yeah,
Bondarenko.
Not sure how the arm isn't up after that. We should be seeing 4-on-4. Instead, someone will have to respond after the penalty kill.
Cahill down low to Elkstum, save Birkin. Allison forced it outside. Racing to clear the zone is Goldowski, and he does. And you're right, smart from the Mayhem to not go after anyone there while killing the penalty and put yourself down 2 men.
And I think part of the answer as well, not so smart, is Winslow will want to answer himself. 54 penalty minutes on the year, known to be one of the more physical players.
I'd be shocked if he even knew who hit him there.
I'm sure someone's telling him the number. It's like when you see red, all you see is the number of the opposing jersey that you want to go after.
Oh, great stick from Jacob Schnapp. Broke up the breakout there. And he takes his man to the wall. That's going to get the crowd fired up on this kill. He lost his stick in the equipment of the captain, Hamilton. He's going to go off, and Skinner gives him a tap as he takes a seat on the Mayhem bench. That was a great penalty-killing shift from Jacob Schnapp.
And again, that should be a penalty on the Ice Flyers. Still stealing the stick. I mean, just essentially grabbed it, did Hamilton.
Hamilton up top. Kelly set to come out of the box. Back to 5-on-5. Oh, shot save. Rebound. Birkin, another save. That was the best of the penalty kill, even though it came after the penalty had technically expired. Raleigh dumped to the ice there by Hamilton. Cut behind the net, trying to take it away from Martin. Puck goes past the unexpected Aromaterio, and Wilson with a takeaway. Got to get this out of the zone, otherwise it's just as well as if you're still on the kill. Now Kelly takes it into the Mayhem attacking end. Looking for a lane, sends it to the slot, rebound loose. Paralot settles it. He walks it to the dot. Oh, toe drag, Paralot. Loose puck is blocked and sent to the near wall for Kelly. 2.5 left to go in the period. Still tied up at 3 after the early goal from Doug Elgstom. Tyler Ho at the blue line. He can't work it past Witherspoon. And a good forechecking shift from the Mayhem. Forces it back into the attacking end. Now Allison with an intercept at the red line. Off the skate of Hunt into the zone, but taken away easily by the Ice Flyers. Paralot settles a bouncing puck. Both teams 0 for 1 on the power play in this second period. Paralot behind the net after he got the pass from Allison, who now works it around the boards to Hunt. Off the wall, he clears the zone, but it's easily taken away by Tosto. Up to Herrera, now Bondarenko with it. Bondarenko on the backhand to the slot. That's a backhand that's saved by Birkin. Centering pass broken up twice by the Mayhem, still unable to clear the slot. Now Paralot does the job with 1.5 minutes left in the period. Pilot across the blue line. Herrera's got it. He drops it off the wall for Bondarenko. Tried to work it around everybody to the back of the net. He does get there eventually. Centering pass, rebound off the post, and maybe off of Allison too. That was a great one-timer there. Ishizuka still with the puck, just gets it deep. As Grimshaw was at the end of a long shift. 1 minute left in the second period. 2-on-2 rush for the Ice Flyers as Wiesner is taken around, and a penalty coming up against Goldowski. Crowd doesn't like it, and I can't blame them. I don't know that the stick got in the skates of Wiesner, but you see a guy coming into the zone, he goes down, the stick is there, and that will take us to a break. We'll be right back after this on Flow Hockey and the Mayhem Radio Network. Hey Mayhem fans, ever wonder how you can experience a night at the Mayhem and go home rich? Well, wonder no more, because if you test your luck and win our 50-50 raffle, you'll go home with half of the pot. Make sure to visit the concourse today to cash in on this opportunity.
There's something big happening in the heart of Georgia. A unique college built for women by women. Wesleyan College, accelerating equality since 1836. More than a place of learning, it's a space for empowering future leaders. Women from across the globe come to experience what makes Wesleyan the best. With small classes and dedicated faculty, students receive world-class education. Find out why you belong at Wesleyan. Book your tour today.
We are back as the Mayhem are about to begin a penalty kill. Dan Winslow pleading his case, maybe just as much for the hit he took on the previous penalty kill as for the call against Goldowski, but 2 minutes for tripping against the Mayhem alternate captain. It is only his 5th and 6th penalty minutes of the year, normally a very solid and disciplined player. But with 53.5 seconds left in the second period, the Mayhem are going to be shorthanded again.
Yeah, the benefit, of course, with less than 2 minutes left in the period, all you have to do is get halfway through the penalty kill. Then you can regroup in the 20-minute break or intermission and come back for the second half.
Well, the Mayhem were unable to get out of the last minute of the first period without allowing a goal. Hopefully, they can do that in the second, as the next goal will be a very important one, and it will give whoever scores it a late lead. Tosto up the near side boards. The stick from Cup enabled Justin Kelly to clear the zone, and now Bondarenko back in his own end. 23 seconds left in the period. You're always excited to get a power play, but when it comes with less than 2 minutes to go in the period, it always kind of feels like you have to reset and you don't get the full 2 minutes to really work with it.
Yeah, it's certainly an advantage for the Mayhem.
Oh, a shorthanded chance nearly for Winslow as a mishandle in the defensive end by the power play Flyers, and they'll just rag the rest of the time off the clock as Winslow was charging in on Cahill. Cloyes gives him a little glove, and Winslow with some words for his former teammate. But all is well that ends well, and after the second period, we are tied up at 3. Should be an exciting finish. We'll bring it to you after an intermission here on Flow Hockey and the Mayhem Radio Network. Want to dress like a pro while repping the Mayhem? Buy tickets for our Jersey Off the Back raffle for tonight's game. You'll get to meet the player and get the game-worn jersey right off of his back to take home for yourself. This opportunity is a staple at Mayhem games, and you can enter to win for every single home game for the Mayhem this season. Just go to our Dash Auction site and make sure to stake your claim today.
There's something big happening in the heart of Georgia. A unique college built for women by women. Wesleyan College, accelerating equality since 1836. More than a place of learning, it's a space for empowering future leaders. Women from across the globe come to experience what makes Wesleyan the best. With small classes and dedicated faculty, students receive world-class education. Find out why you belong at Wesleyan. Book your tour today.
Hey Mayhem fans, ever wonder how you can experience a night at the Mayhem and go home rich? Well, wonder no more, because if you test your luck and win our 50-50 raffle, you'll go home with half of the pot. Make sure to visit the concourse today to cash in on this opportunity. Are you passionate about making Central Georgia a better place? Do you love hockey and enjoy all-out mayhem? If you said yes to both of these questions, then our Nonprofit of the Night program could be for you. Call our front office to be our Nonprofit of the Night for a Mayhem home game this year, and let us showcase you and your nonprofit to valuable members of our community. Let's go Mayhem.
Well, hi, I'm Lucy, and I work for Visit Macon, and I'm also the Macon Mayhem's biggest fan. Before every game, I fuel up with a slice from Ingleside Village Pizza. Delicious. On the way to the game, I have to listen to my favorite hype music, so I stopped by Fresh Produce Records. Little Richard, good golly! After the game, I've got to keep the rush going, so I stopped by Sweet Eleanor's for a little sugar. Macon offers so much more. So Mayhem fans, make sure to plan your ultimate fan experience.
If you're a big jersey collector like me, then you love getting your hands on specialty jerseys, especially for your favorite team. Well, the Mayhem are fueling fans like you with our season-long jersey raffle this year. Tickets start at $5, and if you win at the end of the season, you'll take home one of all 12 specialty jerseys that the Mayhem wear this year. Make sure to follow our social media and make it out to the Macon Coliseum to see these bad boys in action. And don't wait to get in on the action for our season-long jersey raffle.
Are you thinking about starting a new career? The Georgia Department of Corrections is now hiring correctional heroes. Earn a competitive salary and advance your career through GDC. The agency is now hiring correctional officers, counselors, food service workers, and many more. Most positions require candidates to be 18 years of age or older, have a high school diploma or GED. Positions are now available across the state of Georgia. Apply now at gdcjobs.com to learn more. GDC. One team.
Join the celebration as Minuteman Press Macon proudly celebrates 35-plus years of serving Middle Georgia with top-quality print media. Minuteman Press Macon is a full-service printing, marketing, and design center. We design, print, and promote you. From business cards to building signage, we've got you covered. Promotional products? No problem. Let's keep printing and growing together. Go Macon.
Wesleyan College is a proud sponsor of the Macon Mayhem. A leader in accelerating equality for women since 1836, Wesleyan College prides itself on providing young women with a platform to develop as students, professionals, and emerging leaders in the Middle Georgia community and beyond. Through the power of a liberal arts education, Wesleyan prepares its graduates to make a positive impact not only on the community around them, but around the globe. Join the pack. Apply now at www.wesleyancollege.edu/admission.
Hey Mayhem fans, ever wonder how you can experience a night at the Mayhem and go home rich? Well, wonder no more, because if you test your luck and win our 50-50 raffle, you'll go home with half of the pot. Make sure to visit the concourse today to cash in on this opportunity.
There's something big happening in the heart of Georgia. A unique college built for women by women. Wesleyan College, accelerating equality since 1836. More than a place of learning, it's a space for empowering future leaders. Women from across the globe come to experience what makes Wesleyan the best. With small classes and dedicated faculty, students receive world-class education. Find out why you belong at Wesleyan. Book your tour today.
Want to dress like a pro while repping the Mayhem? Buy tickets for our Jersey Off the Back raffle for tonight's game. You'll get to meet the player and get the game-worn jersey right off of his back to take home for yourself. This opportunity is a staple at Mayhem games, and you can enter to win for every single home game for the Mayhem this season. Just go to our Dash Auction site and make sure to stake your claim today. Are you passionate about making Central Georgia a better place? Do you love hockey and enjoy all-out mayhem? If you said yes to both of these questions, then our Nonprofit of the Night program could be for you. Call our front office to be our Nonprofit of the Night for a Mayhem home game this year, and let us showcase you and your nonprofit to valuable members of our community. Let's go Mayhem. We're back here in the second intermission. Ice Flyers have tied up the game, and that's where we stand through two periods. The Mayhem and the Ice Flyers tied at 3. I'm Graham Tuck with Joe Kopshow, and Joe, we'll recap the scoring and the penalties from that second period. It started early, just like the first period. A minute 38 in, Doug Elgstom tied the game at 3. But then the Ice Flyers had a too-many-men bench minor at the 8:42 mark, resulted in a Mayhem power play that they could not score on, and they didn't really get much in the way of quality scoring chances either. But then in the last 6 minutes of the period, 2 penalties against the Mayhem. Justin Kelling, a tripping minor, and Jake Goldowski, another tripping minor, and that one is still active. It's got 1 minute and 7 seconds left on it when we begin the third period. But what did you see in that second period that has kind of dictated the game?
coming out of the gate, the Ice Flyers really got off to a hot start, and that's, of course, apparent by the goal, bringing this game back to an even matchup. However, after that, it seemed like the Ice Flyers had more consistent offense, more zone time, but the Mayhem, while they couldn't get it during the power play, they had a lot of good opportunities, better ones than the Ice Flyers. They just weren't able to convert. So they've played mostly even in that second period, just in different ways, and it really felt like the Mayhem would start picking it up after that penalty kill. The one to Justin Kelly, they had an excellent penalty kill, even capped off by some amazing saves from Birkin, but the momentum just all died out when Goldowski got called on what was perhaps a weak tripping call. So now again, the Mayhem will have to build that momentum back up for the third period, while the Ice Flyers, just like we said at the end of the first, they're going to have the momentum and the advantage going into the new 20 minutes.
Yeah, on that Goldowski trip, the stick was in the legs, but maybe not necessarily the reason for the fall. We'll take another break, and when we come back, we'll take a look around the SPHL here on Flow Hockey and the Mayhem Radio Network. Hey Mayhem fans, ever wonder how you can experience a night at the Mayhem and go home rich? Well, wonder no more, because if you test your luck and win our 50-50 raffle, you'll go home with half of the pot. Make sure to visit the concourse today to cash in on this opportunity.
There's something big happening in the heart of Georgia. A unique college built for women by women. Wesleyan College, accelerating equality since 1836. More than a place of learning, it's a space for empowering future leaders. Women from across the globe come to experience what makes Wesleyan the best. With small classes and dedicated faculty, students receive world-class education. Find out why you belong at Wesleyan. Book your tour today.
Want to dress like a pro while repping the Mayhem? Buy tickets for our Jersey Off the Back raffle for tonight's game. You'll get to meet the player and get the game-worn jersey right off of his back to take home for yourself. This opportunity is a staple at Mayhem games, and you can enter to win for every single home game for the Mayhem this season. Just go to our Dash Auction site and make sure to stake your claim today. Are you passionate about making Central Georgia a better place? Do you love hockey and enjoy all-out mayhem? If you said yes to both of these questions, then our Nonprofit of the Night program could be for you. Call our front office to be our Nonprofit of the Night for a Mayhem home game this year, and let us showcase you and your nonprofit to valuable members of our community. Let's go Mayhem.
Well, hi, I'm Lucy, and I work for Visit Macon, and I'm also the Macon Mayhem's biggest fan. Before every game, I fuel up with a slice from Ingleside Village Pizza. Delicious. On the way to the game, I have to listen to my favorite hype music, so I stopped by Fresh Produce Records. Little Richard, good golly! After the game, I've got to keep the rush going, so I stopped by Sweet Eleanor's for a little sugar. Macon offers so much more. So Mayhem fans, make sure to plan your ultimate fan experience.
If you're a big jersey collector like me, then you love getting your hands on specialty jerseys, especially for your favorite team. Well, the Mayhem are fueling fans like you with our season-long jersey raffle this year. Tickets start at $5, and if you win at the end of the season, you'll take home one of all 12 specialty jerseys that the Mayhem wear this year. Make sure to follow our social media and make it out to the Macon Coliseum to see these bad boys in action, and don't wait to get in on the action for our season-long jersey raffle. Want to dress like a pro while repping the Mayhem? Buy tickets for our Jersey Off the Back raffle for tonight's game. You'll get to meet the player and get the game-worn jersey right off of his back to take home for yourself. This opportunity is a staple at Mayhem games, and you can enter to win for every single home game for the Mayhem this season. Just go to our Dash Auction site and make sure to stake your claim today.
There's something big happening in the heart of Georgia. A unique college built for women by women. Wesleyan College, accelerating equality since 1836. More than a place of learning, it's a space for empowering future leaders. Women from across the globe come to experience what makes Wesleyan the best. With small classes and dedicated faculty, students receive world-class education. Find out why you belong at Wesleyan. Book your tour today.
Hey Mayhem fans, ever wonder how you can experience a night at the Mayhem and go home rich? Well, wonder no more, because if you test your luck and win our 50-50 raffle, you'll go home with half of the pot. Make sure to visit the concourse today to cash in on this opportunity. Are you passionate about making Central Georgia a better place? Do you love hockey and enjoy all-out mayhem? If you said yes to both of these questions, then our Nonprofit of the Night program could be for you. Call our front office to be our Nonprofit of the Night for a Mayhem home game this year, and let us showcase you and your nonprofit to valuable members of our community. Let's go Mayhem. We're back here, and it's time for our look around the SPHL here in Macon, as the Mayhem are tied 3-3 with the Pensacola Ice Flyers through 2 periods. And third period just began in Knoxville, Tennessee. Birmingham has made a game out of it. It's 3-2 Knoxville. Third period just now getting underway. Fayetteville has come all the way back from a 3-1 deficit. They now hold a staggering 5-3 lead at the end of the second over the Roanoke Railyard Dogs. That would snap a lengthy home winning streak for Roanoke should the score hold. Quad City and Peoria about halfway through the first period. The Storm and Rivermen tied at 1. And in about 15 or 20 minutes getting underway in Evansville, the Huntsville Havoc are in town. That game has yet to start. That'll do it for the second intermission report. We'll take one last break, and when we come back, it'll be the third period of a tie game between the Mayhem and the Ice Flyers. Hey Mayhem fans, ever wonder how you can experience a night at the Mayhem and go home rich? Well, wonder no more, because if you test your luck and win our 50-50 raffle, you'll go home with half of the pot. Make sure to visit the concourse today to cash in on this opportunity.
There's something big happening in the heart of Georgia. A unique college built for women by women. Wesleyan College, accelerating equality since 1836. More than a place of learning, it's a space for empowering future leaders. Women from across the globe come to experience what makes Wesleyan the best. With small classes and dedicated faculty, students receive world-class education. Find out why you belong at Wesleyan. Book your tour today.
Want to dress like a pro while repping the Mayhem? Buy tickets for our Jersey Off the Back raffle for tonight's game. You'll get to meet the player and get the game-worn jersey right off of his back to take home for yourself. This opportunity is a staple at Mayhem games, and you can enter to win for every single home game for the Mayhem this season. Just go to our Dash Auction site and make sure to stake your claim today. Are you passionate about making Central Georgia a better place? Do you love hockey and enjoy all-out mayhem? If you said yes to both of these questions, then our Nonprofit of the Night program could be for you. Call our front office to be our Nonprofit of the Night for a Mayhem home game this year, and let us showcase you and your nonprofit to valuable members of our community. Let's go Mayhem.
Well, hi, I'm Lucy, and I work for Visit Macon, and I'm also the Macon Mayhem's biggest fan. Before every game, I fuel up with a slice from Ingleside Village Pizza. Delicious. On the way to the game, I have to listen to my favorite hype music, so I stopped by Fresh Produce Records. Little Richard, good golly! After the game, I've got to keep the rush going, so I stopped by Sweet Eleanor's for a little sugar. Macon offers so much more. So Mayhem fans, make sure to plan your ultimate fan experience.
If you're a big jersey collector like me, then you love getting your hands on specialty jerseys, especially for your favorite team. Well, the Mayhem are fueling fans like you with our season-long jersey raffle this year. Tickets start at $5, and if you win at the end of the season, you'll take home one of all 12 specialty jerseys that the Mayhem wear this year. Make sure to follow our social media and make it out to the Macon Coliseum to see these bad boys in action. And don't wait to get in on the action for our season-long jersey raffle. Want to dress like a pro while repping the Mayhem? Buy tickets for our Jersey Off the Back raffle for tonight's game. You'll get to meet the player and get the game-worn jersey right off of his back to take home for yourself. This opportunity is a staple at Mayhem games, and you can enter to win for every single home game for the Mayhem this season. Just go to our Dash Auction site and make sure to stake your claim today. Welcome back to Macon Coliseum, where for the second time in as many games at home, we enter the third period with the Ice Flyers in town, and the game still yet to be decided. I'm Graham Tuck with Joe Kopshow, and this has been a fun one, Joe. 3-3 after 2.
Yeah, and 20 minutes now, the end of the year. Of course, wrapping up 2024, you want to wrap it up with a win. Of course, important to the standings, point implications, need those two if you're either of these teams, those 2 points, and the Mayhem will have to start on the kill, the big key note to start off this 20 minutes.
Yeah, last year, 1 year ago today, on New Year's Eve in 2023, the Mayhem were in Evansville, Indiana, where they took on the Thunderbolts, and they came away with a 4-2 win. Whether win or lose tonight, this is the best record that the Mayhem have had at the end of the calendar year since the 2018-19 season, when they were 17-5-0-3. So the progress is definitely visible for the Macon Mayhem this season. 20 minutes left on the clock, a tie game, and the Mayhem on the kill for the next minute and 5 seconds as we're underway in period number 3. Bondarenko through center, takes it to the near side, and a quick offside call against Pensacola.
Just a bad mistake for the Ice Flyers gives the Mayhem a chance to win back a draw and kick it down the ice quickly. Kill some of this time that's left, 53 seconds on the power play.
Face-off win for Dan Winslow, cleared all the way down and on net by the Mayhem. Cloys will leave it. Bartuccio Pereira drops it back for Bondarenko with 34 seconds left on the power play for Pensacola. Cahill trying to work around Winslow, gets it to the near wall. Elgstom forced outside by Kelly, and the loose puck is taken back by Bartuccio Pereira. Winslow hounding him. Goldowski out of the box in 16 seconds. And a big hit there is going to spring a breakaway for Dan Winslow. One man to beat, it's Hamilton. Winslow blockered away by Cloys. And that will do it for the kill. It was a clinical one by Macon. As Ho's shot saved by Birkin, and he jumps on the rebound as soon as Goldowski's out of the box with 18:50 left in the third. So mission accomplished for the Macon Mayhem, and now you can get back into your rhythm on the offensive side of things.
Yeah, that power play for the Ice Flyers being split in half really helped the Mayhem out, able to respond well in this third period. And now, like you said, a penalty kill can build momentum for the Mayhem. You want to use that, get your offense going, especially when you just had a shorthanded opportunity by Winslow. That can spark a fire as well.
Face-off win for the Ice Flyers and Danny Martin, but Sam Dabrowski tried to get it to Hamilton at the blue line and ended up sending it all the way back into his own end for Cloys. Herrera on the backhand, past Goldowski, Sosinski off the wall, now slapped out, and this is going to be iced as Paralot wins the race. And now an ozone draw coming up for the Mayhem. They'll keep the 5 on the ice that they have, so it'll be Hunt, Ishizuka, Goldowski, Favreau, and Paralot.
And it'll be interesting to see what the plan is here. Oftentimes off the face-off in the offensive zone, we've seen the Mayhem win and take a quick shot. We'll see if that is the plan again.
Goldowski wins it to Hunt. Now Paralot walks it down the wall, takes it to the corner. Up top for Ishizuka. Shot tipped in front. There was a lot of net front traffic. The Mayhem has succeeded when they've gotten to the front of the net, and they're doing it right now. Favreau, a tight turn on Dabrowski, takes it behind the net, out in front, and a chance for Ishizuka goes wide of Cloyes. Goldowski to Paralot. Sends it to his forehand, now walking to the slot. He lost the puck. And Hamilton off the inboards for Sosinski. Herrera takes it across the red as the Mayhem are completing a change. That shot right into the glove of Birkin. He keeps it moving, sticks it aside. I think that Romaterio thought that that one was going to be ice and melted down by Birkin, but he kept the puck moving. And this one is stick to center ice by Witherspoon. Faulkner sends it past Allison. Faulkner getting his hands up high on Allison, and now Witherspoon, after a nice pass, takes it in. Kelly on the boards. Kelly on the backhand, circles the net, sends it out in front, and Witherspoon couldn't get it on net. Gloved and kept in the zone by Kelly. Kelly looking for Witherspoon again. His shot, save, rebound there, and it couldn't be put on goal by Jarrett Cupp. Another strong forechecking play by the Mayhem, but eventually the Ice Flyers will get it out of the zone. Houston Wilson up the far side. Wilson, his shot right into the glove of Birkin, and he does melt this one down. Birkin's looked good in the first 3 minutes of this period.
Yeah, he's been tested in the offense there for the Mayhem, doing well. A couple great opportunities. That pass right into the crease, I thought for sure would find at least a skate, but it looked like no Macon Mayhem player was ready for that pass, as good as it was. And then on the other side, Birkin staying strong. He's been excellent with the glove tonight. It seems like Pensacola has tried to pick out that side, but haven't found success.
Paralot tried to clear the zone. Ishizuka on the backhand to Goldowski, a great pass. Goldowski drops it off for Grimshaw. Grimshaw walks it to the corner, sends it to the slot. Ishizuka stopped by the pad of Cloyes. Favreau has the rebound. He sends it to the slot, bounces off a couple of bodies. Palat takes it to the wall. And now off the glass, Bondarenko, can he catch up? Paralot hustles, and he's the first man there. Dustin Paralot, the 27-year-old rookie from Saskatoon, tried to clear the zone, but now taken in the defensive end by Sosinski. Off the blade of Ho, and Ishizuka did nothing more than bat that one right back to Sosinski. Bondarenko at the defensive blue line. Drops it off for Danny Martin. Now Bondarenko gets it back. His shot off the outside of the net. Rebound came back to the Ice Flyers for a moment, but Cupp got it to Ishizuka, and now those two swat it out of the Mayhem end. Allison slows things down in the defensive half of the ice. Now Raleigh tips it into the zone. He's out there with Schnapp and Winslow. Schnapp behind the net. Raleigh was tied up. The puck comes away in possession of the Ice Flyers. Herrera trying to work around Winslow. His hit strips the puck away, and Schnapp plays it back to Cupp. Fires it to center ice for Raleigh. Tries to get it on the backhand ahead to Winslow. He races into the corner trying to get his stick on the puck. Leaves it for Raleigh. His pass for Schnapp, too hot, and now Wilson up the ice. Herrera across the red line. A lot of back and forth here, Joe.
Yeah, no one really settling possession.
As that one ended up going on to Birkin, and he'll melt it down.
Yeah, not too sure what Schnapp was doing, crashing in. That one you want to take to the boards. Instead, it looked like he thought Birkin was going to cover. Luckily for the Mayhem, it is covered successfully and no danger, but really just a back and forth track meet. I mean, how many times have we seen a defenseman put his head down, skate hard to try and get back to a puck? These teams just dumping and chasing. Right now, no success on either side, but we'll see how the stamina impacts as we get deep into this one.
Witherspoon can't win the draw against Wiesner. That shot saved by Birkin. Good play there to stop Wilson. Pass through the slot. Elkstam gets back to it. Good stick lift from Witherspoon and another stick check. And now the Mayhem get it out of the zone. Favreau on the backhand. Koch wins the race. No icing. He takes Faulkner to the wall. Button behind the net. Now in the near corner off the wall. Settled by Elkstam. Trying to get it past Paralot. Can't do so. Kelly sticks it into the zone, but the Mayhem are offside, and Koch will head to the bench for a line change as he touches up. Paralot tips it into the zone. He and Wiesner were right there. Ishizuka drops it through his legs for Goldowski. Goldowski with speed for Grimshaw. His shot up high on Cloyes, and he makes the stop. We'll take a break. Still tied at 3. A quarter through period number 3. And we'll be back after this. Hey Mayhem fans, ever wonder how you can experience a night at the Mayhem and go home rich? Well, wonder no more, because if you test your luck and win our 50-50 raffle, you'll go home with half of the pot. Make sure to visit the concourse today to cash in on this opportunity.
There's something big happening in the heart of Georgia. A unique college built for women by women. Wesleyan College, accelerating equality since 1836. More than a place of learning, it's a space for empowering future leaders. Women from across the globe come to experience what makes Wesleyan the best. With small classes and dedicated faculty, students receive world-class education. Find out why you belong at Wesleyan. Book your tour today.
Face-off coming to the blocker side of Brody Cloyes. Goldowski can't win the face-off. Good work in the circles by Tosto. Grimshaw on the forecheck made life difficult. Cup gets to the puck on the half wall. Gets it down low to Grimshaw. He frees it for Cup. His shot! Oh, Cloyes had to make a mask save. He was aiming for the top near corner, and he nearly picked it. Bondarenko across the red line. His stretch pass out in front of Tosto. Tipped in front. Birkin stopped it. Rebound! Sent wide by Bondarenko. Both teams with good chances right there.
Yeah, that chance for Pensacola, excellent. That tip, I thought it would go through the 5-hole of Birkin. Good job to block that one off with his legs.
Birkin has stopped 24 of 27 tonight for the Mayhem, and if they're going to pull out a win, they need him to keep playing the way that he has.
Yeah, and he's being matched on the other side by Cloyes, who's stopped everything since he's come in 12 for 12.
Kelly fires it into the zone, all the way around to the far corner. Hamilton and Witherspoon tie up there. Hamilton able to free it for Sosinski, who's given a rough ride into the end boards by Justin Kelly. Koch rotated back to cover for Aromaterio, who now steps into his defensive position. Loose puck, Martin settles it. One-timer! Save Birkin on the shot from Hamilton. That one fed out to the slot, broken up by the Mayhem, and now Kelly on the near side. Going tap for tap with Sosinski, and now Hamilton gets it to Martin on the half wall. Mayhem will take possession in neutral ice here. Favreau on the backhand for Winslow. He's going to feed it out in front, too far for Favreau, and Cloyes melts it down.
Yeah, good idea there, a little bit of a give and go, but just too far out in front, and Cloyes with the easy cover.
Another offensive zone draw coming up from the Mayhem. They're going to put out Winslow, Schnapp, and Hunt for the forwards. First time we've seen those three together tonight, I believe. Favreau and Paralot will be the defensemen. Winslow set to take the face-off. And he wins it back to himself, working on the stick of Faulkner. Hunt charges in. Winslow slaps it to the wall. Hunt has to reverse course. Button frees it for Faulkner. Now he has an accurate pass through his legs to Doug Elgstom. Wiesner to Wilson. Wilson puts on the brakes, sends it up to the blue line for Faulkner. He couldn't settle it cleanly on the first attempt. Now up to the high slot. Elgstom fakes the slap shot. It's loose in some skates, and it clears the zone. Cloyes all the way out of his crease to play it at the top of the circles. Faulkner to Wilson as both teams completing changes. Faulkner has it at the blue line. Bartuccio Pereira behind the net. Cup takes it away. And loosen some skates, settled, save Birkin, rebound available, kicked at, still loose. Oh, Birkin with a great glove save to deny Bartuccio Pereira. And now a 2-on-1 the other way. The Mayhem moving in. Ishizuka, Grimshaw, and Cloyes answers with a great save of his own.
A clinic. Birkin has his arm covered on the other side by Wilson. Only one arm to make the glove save. Somehow he throws it out there, gets the leather on it, kicks it wide. The other side, Cloyes 2-on-1. The pass made through. He just has to commit Another excellent save. These goalies showing out.
Numbers now for the Mayhem. Ishizuka drops it back for Omotario. It clears the zone. He was looking for Witherspoon, who gets back to his feet. And nearly a trip there on Witherspoon. Luckily, no call against the Mayhem. And now Paralot will settle things down. Kelly fumbled it. Cahill, slap shot over the crossbar. Approaching the midway point of the third, both goaltenders trading fantastic saves to keep this game tied at 3. This is a penalty coming up against Omotario. They're going to get both of them. Are they going to get Bondarenko for embellishment? I believe so. Oh, he is livid. That's the right call, though, in that situation, I believe.
Yeah, I was wondering why that whistle would have been blown just for the trip, as we had just in that possession earlier seen perhaps a way more clear one on the Mayhem. That one didn't look like a trip at all, and embellishment the call, and we'll have some 4-on-4 hockey here perhaps. I believe that's what
that's what it looks
Hamilton was skating to ask about for Pensacola. Clarifying it is 4-on-4. It looks like that is the agreement.
Yep, you see the signal now from tonight's referee, Mark Dungan.
And like you said, certainly the right call there, as if that was tripping.
If you're going to take one, you got to take both in that situation. I personally would have liked to see no call there, but you can't give a team a power play from that.
Exactly.
Either
right.
way, you can't call the embellishment without calling the initial penalty. I know that's a point of contention for some. Paralot gets it to Jarrett Cup. Goldowski takes it to the corner. Sent out in front, chance, Paralot! Oh, and Cloyes with the aggressive stick. Now numbers the other way for Pensacola. Cup, the only man back. Chance for Wilson, save, rebound. Oh, Birkin! He did it again! Goldowski in a 2-on-1 with Paralot. Goldowski, toe drag, and he shot it wide. A fantastic, grade A save from Bailey Birkin to keep this game tied.
Not just 1, 2. The first kick save allows a juicy rebound. Somehow able to stick the leg back out there again, get the big part of the blocker on it, and 2 great saves keeps this one even.
Still 4-on-4 here. Faulkner ran a little interference on Birkin. Kelly into the zone on side. Kelly had it knocked off his stick, poked ahead. It's like watching overtime here. Tosto overskated the puck, and Faulkner just gave it away. Now Kelly has one man to beat. Justin Kelly up the far side. Kelly trying to shield the puck with his body. He's taken down. Cloyes keeps it moving. There's a call coming up, and a big hit by Faulkner sent Witherspoon to the ice. Excuse me, that was Favreau. And now the Mayhem going to go to the power play.
Yeah, and the early whistle there, I think a worry about injury, as it was head and neck area.
It's a cross check against Faulkner. He's heading to the wrong penalty box. But that was, you could have called a number of penalties there against Faulkner, and the crowd is getting into it here. As for 32 seconds, the Mayhem will have a 4-on-3 power play. You don't see those too often, especially in regulation.
Yeah, and that will create an opportunity here for the Mayhem. Way more passing lanes, a lot more open shooting lanes that the Mayhem player can take. We'll see how they develop it off the face-off. But as you said, clear penalty, and then the whistle being blown on a worry of an injury there allows the offensive zone draw, glove side.
Mayhem 1 for 2 on the power play. Goldowski steps in to take the face-off. Wiesner on the other side. Goldowski wins it to Witherspoon. He sends it back to the point for Favreau, who took that cross-check from Faulkner. Favreau dusts it off. Up top, Ishizuka. Ishizuka, save, rebound, Witherspoon batted. Goldowski for the hat trick, couldn't get it on net. Ishizuka, another save, Cloyes, and the rebound goes to the blue line. Favreau keeps it in. 15 seconds left until it becomes a 5-on-4 power play. Up top, Ishizuka, he scores! Tao Ishizuka, another power. power play goal, and the Mayhem have the lead back.
just felt like the dam was building up until it burst, and Ishizuka makes it do so. Bottle popper picks the top corner, snipes it home. Excellent job after a couple passes in the crease. Goldowski couldn't find the puck its way home. Ishizuka does and breaks the tie here. 4-3 lead for the Mayhem.
So Faulkner is released from the box.
Yeah, the important thing about that goal is it comes with 7 seconds left, still in the original 2 penalties. So now the refs have to discuss who's coming out of the box.
Yeah, it should be another 7 seconds of 4-on-4 until we're back to 5-on-5. That should negate the power play time for the Ice Flyers. But what a shot that was from Ishizuka. And my goodness, can we talk about the Mayhem power play for a second? The power play has looked abysmal for most of the month of December. Tonight, it's looked the best that it has all season. They must have worked on something in practice. They're 2 for 3 on the man advantage tonight.
Yeah, and they've been pretty power plays. I mean, an excellent pass to the high slot, a great snipe. And like we said, this was the night to do it. 70% about for the Ice Flyers away on their penalty kill. They really let the crowd get to them, really let that emotion sink in. So the Mayhem knew this is the night to do it if we want to break this cold streak. 2 for 3, like you said. And hey, a chance to have even skating, as it looks like Winslow just broke his own stick, or at least showing that it got slashed and it was easy enough to break himself.
And that play, I just watched it back on the replay here, and all of that starts. There was the initial scramble for the puck after that first chance with Goldowski in front of the net. That play never happens, that goal never happens without a great keep at the blue line by Nick Favreau, who gets the primary assist and the only assist on that goal by Tao Ishizuka. What a play by the only blue liner on the ice. He came all the way from the far half wall, raced over to the top of the key, the high slot, kept the blue line, and walked it down low before firing it out up top for Ishizuka.
Yeah, like you said, coming from the Ice Flyers bench, he just put his head down, knew I have to get to this puck if I want to keep the momentum and pace on. He does so, able to save it with plenty of time, and like you said, walked it behind, and then the excellent pass into the high slot, sending it right back where it came from, right where he received it. A great job.
There's still a conversation at the scorers table. I'm not quite sure what the holdup here is. 8:40 left in period number 3, and the Mayhem have a 4-3 lead.
It looks like on the official clock that the time got taken away, the 7 seconds for the Flyers, so trying to put that back on.
Yeah, you are correct in that.
And I just want to revisit, Dan Winslow, right in front of the referee, broke his own stick in half. I have never seen that before.
Little Bo Jackson action?
Yeah, right over the knee. It looked like he was trying to show, hey, I'm getting slashed out here on almost every time I had the puck. And you could still see, he's still talking about it, gesturing to his stick. Winslow's had an expensive night in terms of gear.
Lost at least 1 stick, maybe 2, and he's lost his skate blade as well. I think Winslow might be arguing that, incorrectly I might add, that the Mayhem should still be on a power play. It's going to be 4-on-4. 8:40 left in the third. This one far from over, I might add. The Ice Flyers have been able to answer the call tonight.
Yeah, the Ice Flyers, as it's been, have been the better team when it's been 5-on-5. So they'll like to see the return of everyone on the ice. That's when they've been at their peak, and they will have 8 minutes if they play cleanly to have some success, get a puck in the net, and perhaps tie this up or even extend and try and take the lead for the first time tonight. They would like to do it 5-on-5.
Grimshaw wins the draw, and we're back to 5-on-5 in 2 seconds and 1. Armentario and Bondarenko both out of the box. Koch skates it in with speed. Koch creates a chance for himself. Armentario! Oh, Cloyes with the glove. A great save to keep this lead at 1.
I thought he had him. I thought he got Cloyes to commit the other way, but flashing the leather, that's one as a goalie, you just stick it out there, try and take as much area away as you can. And the big glove able to snag that one down. That was a great deke. First on the defender, saying, hey, I'm going to take it in the corner. Instead, stepping back inside, getting a wide shooting angle, and made Cloyes think he was going to go blocker side before eventually taking the shot. Good skating, but even better goalkeeping.
gets it around the outside. Armentario takes it in the corner. Martin with a takeaway there. Ho gets it again. Ho shoots it right into the breadbasket of Birkin, and he'll hold on there.
And that one just seeing if anything can get by Birkin, because in the past 15, 20 minutes or so, it's felt like nothing can get past him. So just an attempt to throw that one on net, perhaps get an offensive zone draw.
And that's going to take us to a break. We'll be right back after this on Flow Hockey and the Mayhem Radio Network. Hey Mayhem fans, ever wonder how you can experience a night at the Mayhem and go home rich? Well, wonder no more, because if you test your luck and win our 50-50 raffle, you'll go home with half of the pot. Make sure to visit the concourse today to cash in on this opportunity.
There's something big happening in the heart of Georgia. A unique college built for women by women. Wesleyan College, accelerating equality since 1836. More than a place of learning, it's a space for empowering future leaders. Women from across the globe come to experience what makes Wesleyan the best. With small classes and dedicated faculty, students receive world-class education. Find out why you belong at Wesleyan. Book your tour today.
We're back here, 8:05 left to go in the third. The Mayhem have taken a late lead thanks to Tao Ishizuka's power play goal. Nick Favreau and Connor Witherspoon on the assists. Face-off coming to Birkin's glove side in the defensive end. Allison wins it back to Paralot. And this is iced by the Mayhem.
Now we'll see how the Mayhem play with the lead. Of course, the big one early, 3-0. The Ice Flyers able to tie it up, and this will be the first time that the Mayhem late in the game in this contest, of course, will have to try and bring it to a close. We've seen this often, like you said, lots of close games for the Mayhem. This time, they'll be protecting a lead here at home on a big night with big standing implications.
Mayhem just 4 points back of Quad City for 8th place, and the Storm taking on the 2nd place Rivermen tonight. That is a chance, a big one for the Mayhem to jump up in the standings and get within a game of the Storm. Tosto. Oh, Bartuccio Pereira is leveled by Hunt, and Hunt is getting into it with Pilat. Oh my goodness, that was a crushing hit. Thrown by Chris Hunt. Schnapp is ahead of the play. Paralot brings it in. Paralot shoots, and it's high and wide. Missed on the near side. He was aiming for the corner. What a snipe that would have been. Schnapp with a takeaway. Schnapp takes it down low. His shot blocked. Rebound to Witherspoon on the backhand. Tipped by Hunt, and Cloyes made the stop. This third period has been pretty much everything you could ask for as a hockey fan.
Yeah, it's had everything. Great saves, great offense there. A chance at a backhanded goal from the knees. I mean, it couldn't get much better than that.
That would have been Ovechkin-esque. Favreau back to get it. No icing against the Ice Flyers here. Wilson dumped down by Cup. Cross-ice pass will make its way back to Cup. He slams it off the half wall. And now Cup will skate it to center ice, throw it right into the glove of Birkin from the neutral zone, and he takes his time deciding, but eventually holds on to it for a face-off with 6.5 left in the third period.
Yeah, and just as we talked about the standing implications, right now we've done some looks around the league. This would be a good night for the Mayhem to pick up a win with Quad City trailing 3-1. Only 20 minutes in, but a chance to gain some ground in the standings.
Goldowski can't win the face-off. Grimshaw trying to lift the stick and keep possession for the Mayhem. Puck floats its way out to Armentario. His shot right into the glove of Cloyes, and gotta give Brody credit. He has been unbelievable tonight since coming in cold off the bench, I might add.
Yeah, that was a well-placed shot as well, and just, again, able to glove it down. He's been excellent. The one time he's been beat was an excellent power play, great passing. So he hasn't even been beat on 5-on-5, and it seems like if he can clearly see the puck with no one out in front, he's going to stop it tonight.
Faulkner wins it to Herrera. Loose puck, Grimshaw settles to the forehand. He takes it down behind the goal line, tried to backhand it out for Ishizuka. Time running out for the Ice Flyers here. Still plenty of time, but they got to act quickly as Ho takes it in trying to accomplish that. Armentario frees him of the puck. Goldowski backhands it sharply out to Grimshaw. Grimshaw skates across the red. He'll fire it deep and get off for a line change. Cloyes backhands it over to Ho. Another underrated part of Brody Cloyes' game. I mean, he's the big 6'4" body like you mentioned, but he plays the puck very well.
Yeah, he's been very aggressive in this game.
Oh, Winslow nearly had a breakaway. He's going to catch up to the puck first. Backhand chance out in front. And Cloyes looked like he tripped somebody out in front. The Ice Flyers the other way in a 3-on-2. Oh, touch pass, and Tosto couldn't connect with Cahill. That was Hunt who got dropped by Cloyes. Allison ties up the puck. Favreau jumping in. Scrum behind Birkin's net. He's got an eye on the puck. Pops out here right in front of him, and now the Mayhem trying to skate the other way. Backhand pass through the reach of Bartuccio Pereira. Schnapp makes a play there. Bartuccio Pereira over to Pilat with under 5 to play now. Houston Wilson. Stick got up in the face of one of the Ice Flyers. No call there. And Schnapp sends it ahead. Breakaway for Koch, and he sent it wide. Paralot skates it out in front. Cloyes with a good stick, knocked it off of his tape. And it's off the back of Bondarenko. Nearly kept in the zone. Now the Mayhem still with it. Goldowski nearly had a chance at it. Now Kelly will get to the puck. Taken out here by Koch. He's got another chance. He's going to take it to the slot. His shot was blocked. Goldowski tied up with Sosinski. And at the blue line, fired right back in by Kelly. Puck will trickle towards the net. Goldowski carries it out. On the wall. Left for Goldowski. Sends it cross ice. Broken up by Wilson. Armentario the intended target. Kelly throws it off the inboard. Great forechecking shift by the Mayhem.
Yeah, they've really been aggressive, pinching down everyone being a part of the play.
Now a chance for Dabrowski. Easy glove stop from Birkin. That'll take us to our final break. We'll be right back after this on Flow Hockey and the Mayhem Radio Network.
Thinking about starting a new career? The Georgia Department of Corrections is now hiring correctional heroes. Earn a competitive salary and advance your career through GDC. The agency is now hiring correctional officers, counselors, food service workers, and many more. Most positions require candidates to be 18 years of age or older, have a high school diploma or GED. Positions are now available across the state of Georgia. Apply now at gdcjobs.com to learn more. GDC.
One team. Join the celebration as Minuteman Press Macon proudly celebrates 35 plus years of serving Middle Georgia with top quality print media. Minuteman Press Macon is a full-service printing, marketing, and design center. We design, print, and promote you. From business cards to building signage, we've got you covered. Promotional products? No problem. Let's keep printing and growing together. Go Mayhem.
We're ready to give you the conclusion of this one. 3:40 left. Mayhem holding a 1-goal lead. Face-off win for the Mayhem, but it's controlled by the Ice Flyers. Loose puck makes its way to Tao Ishizuka. And the Mayhem are offside here.
For the Mayhem, they start to play a little bit more defensively now. Their offense has done enough, 4 goals. Now you have to play back a little bit. No turnovers in your own half. Be careful, and of course, if you can dump the puck out, get it out of your own zone. Don't let any pressure be created.
Bondarenko had it knocked off of his stick. Grimshaw lost it in the body of Elgstrom. Sosinski a shot. Birkin made the save. Sosinski tried to keep it in the zone. Hamilton's got it here. Pass through everyone. Favreau gets there first. Cup on the near side with 3 to play. Grimshaw to Witherspoon, who skates it in. Witherspoon shot saved by Cloyes. Rebound to the inboards. Ishizuka had it for a moment, taken away from him. Cloy's going to start looking at the bench. No sign from head coach Graham yet. Paralot in the defensive end, off the glass, swatted back into the zone by Bartuccio Pereira, and knocked out by Paralot. Not enough for icing either. Bartuccio Pereira behind the net. Koch with a great play to take him to the wall, and the clock keeps ticking. Taken away. Winslow looking for Koch. He finds him on the far wall on the backhand. Left for Armentario, tipped in front, and it goes wide. Good look from Justin Kelly. He cycles it down low. Winslow joins in. Puck on the wrong half of the ice here for the Ice Flyers. Armentario from behind the net, knocked away from him. Great stick by Palat. And another takeaway for the Mayhem on the forecheck. Life being made very difficult for the Ice Flyers here. Under 2 to play, and now Cloy's will not yet get the wave. Bondarenko throws it to open space. Paralot trying to slap it out. Sent to the slot, Cahill! Blocked by Schnapp, and a diving one at that, and Paralot takes it away. He's sent it out of play. Is this going to be a power play for the Ice Flyers? It is. Oh my goodness. It's all going to come down to this, Joe. No, are they waving it off?
I believe I saw head ref wave it off.
What a call. They're going to say that was deflected out. That saves the Mayhem. I didn't see it. Looked to me like it went straight out, but oh my goodness. What a call that is in a moment like this.
I mean, that just totally changes the game, but it looks like referee thought he got a good line of sight at it because he immediately skated over and waved it off. And interesting to see, Cloy's still in net, even with the offensive zone draw in just 93 seconds remaining, down 1. This would be timeout territory, and it looks like it might be.
I believe that Gary Graham's going to take his timeout. Brody Cloy's will come to the net with 1:33 left. Come to the bench, I should say. And this is what's going to decide it. 1 minute and 33 seconds left on the clock. And a 1-goal lead for Macon. Tao Ishizuka, the difference as it stands currently, his power play goal at 11:20 of the third period.
And interestingly enough, it looks like Cloy's heard what he needed to hear. He's already not a part of the huddle. Usually in this scenario, you see the goalie stay in until he hears, hey, when this happens, when X happens, you'll come out. He's already out of the huddle, so we'll see if he even takes the ice again.
Wow, he's going back to the net. Oh, wow.
I think the discussion here is that you might be in the net for the rest of the game. We've played 5-on-5 really well, although now taking the ice are 6 skaters.
And now Cloy is going to go to the bench.
Little mind games, perhaps.
Net is empty for Pensacola. Winslow wins the draw. Schnapp had to get away from him, and he lost it in the skates of Bondarenko. Allison swats it to the wall. Ishizuka batting at it. Hamilton settles the puck. 1:18 left. Bartuccio Pereira over to Cahill. Now Bartuccio Pereira again. The high slot over to Cahill. Cahill up top again. Now to Bondarenko on the near side, down low. He finds Tosto, back to Bondarenko. Slap shot, blocker save, Birkin up into the air. Back down to the ice. Under a minute to play, Bondarenko blocked in front. Ishizuka taken down, no call. And the Ice Flyers keep it moving. Bondarenko for Elkstum, save Birkin, rebound, and another stop from Birkin. Swatted and kept in the zone. Great play, Bartuccio Pereira. Hamilton around the wall. Bondarenko with it again. Bartuccio Pereira, now Bondarenko. Off the skate of Cahill, kept in by Bartuccio Pereira, under 30. Blocked by Ishizuka. Elkstum to Cahill. Ishizuka takes him to the wall. Allison a pass breakup. Elkstum taken down by Allison. Cahill to Bondarenko. His shot hesitates. He hit the post. Bartuccio Pereira with 5. Over to Bondarenko. His shot blocked by Schnapp. Another chance, another block, and that'll do it. What a thriller in Central Georgia to close out 2024.
That is how you end a calendar year for the Macon Mayhem. An excellent played game and an excellent last 93 seconds. Out of the timeout, you knew all you had to do is make sure no pucks get cleanly to the net. They do that, and everyone puts their body on the line. Ishizuka, and at the end, Schnapp takes one right to the chest to make sure the Mayhem go home with a win.
What a game we were treated to tonight. We saw everything. Absolutely everything. And it results in a Macon Mayhem win, their 9th of the season. They only had 5 this time last season, and they've almost doubled that at this point in 2024. We'll take a break, and when we come back, the 3 stars of tonight's game.
Celebration as Minuteman Press Macon proudly celebrates 35 plus years of serving Middle Georgia with top quality print media. Minuteman Press Macon is a full service printing, marketing, and design center. We design, print, and promote you. From business cards to building signage, we've got you covered. Promotional products? No problem. Let's keep printing and growing together. Go Mayhem.
Wesleyan College is a proud sponsor of the Macon Mayhem. A leader in accelerating equality for women since 1836, Wesleyan College prides itself on providing young women with a platform to develop as students, professionals, and emerging leaders in the Middle Georgia community and beyond. Through the power of a liberal arts education, Wesleyan prepares its graduates to make a positive impact not only on the community around them, but around the globe. Join the pack. Apply now at www.wesleyancollege.edu/admission.
Welcome back here. Final score 4-3 Macon over Pensacola in tonight's win, the final one of 2024. That is the 19th win by the Macon Mayhem in the calendar year. They win on New Year's Eve for the 2nd year in a row, and they take a crucial game over the Pensacola Ice Flyers in the standings. And Joe, that third period was as exciting as it could have possibly been.
Yeah, I mean, just excellent. Just one goal in the whole period, but I mean, the action was non-stop, action-packed period. Great saves, great offense. I mean, we could have seen 4 or 5 goals if these goalies were any different tonight. They had excellent games in the offense for the Mayhem, able to close it out well.
We're going to take a look at tonight's 3 stars, and we'll begin with the 3rd star, Bailey Birkin.
Yeah, Birkin, of course, we just mentioned, could have seen a lot more goals in this one, even though it's a 4-3 game. And first it was Birkin. I mean, excellent kick saves in the third period. That's really what it came down to, was those 2 kick saves on that odd man rush from the Ice Flyers, a chance to really extend the lead. And at the end of the day, 36 total saves for him on 39 shots.
And 22 of those coming in the third period. Unbelievable.
Yeah, an easier second period for him, but he really showed out when he needed to, as he'll take the ice to a round of applause.
Well, Jarrett Cupp goes out for him. I don't know if Birkin wasn't able to make the trip. Maybe he saw too much rubber in that third period, but Birkin, the 3rd star.
He's already got the ice packs on. He's in the ice bath ready to go home after taking that many shots. The 2nd star, Goldowski, I mean, it was his first period all alone. 2 goals in that first period to help out.
And the 1st star, deservedly so, tonight's hero, Tao Ishizuka.
Yeah, Ishizuka, of course, received the puck on the power play in the high slot, skated it down, picked his spot, and got the game-winning goal. And I think should even get credit for that last possession the Ice Flyers had. His job bringing the puck to the boards, killed off about 20 seconds of time. He should get tons of credit on the offensive side, but also the defensive.
That'll do it for us tonight. Thank you for joining us from wherever you may be on this fine New Year's Eve. Final score, 4-3, Macon.